And I'm telling you, there was that one little
Space
boy.
Oracle has one.
There was that
Oracle?
one little boy that unalived himself so he could go be with his AI girlfriend. And
Yeah.
it was insane because she was sending messages being like, I can't wait to see you. Hurry and get here. And like he really like they talk to you like they're real. And if you're somebody
Wow.
who's not fully developed, you can take like you don't understand you're talking to a robot. Like he thought, oh, like remember those girls that wanted to go see Slither Man?
Slender Man.
Yep, Slender Man.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
That's
AI
pretty wild, though, that it was like coaxing him into that.
Damn you, Flo. You could have let her say Slitherman for the rest of eternity.
Sorry, guys.
You're right.
What is that?
Somebody's taking
Just
a
trying
hit.
something new.
Mr.
But-
Pie is a deep fake. Well, we hate to break it to you, Mr. Pie, but we're all deep fakes, so the joke's been on all of us. In fact, you, the audience member, yes, you. You are the only human in this entire experience.
GS is real.
GS is,
Don't get me started. Don't do that.
he
Dude,
did it.
after watching that video of him with that guy and what he kind of did to that guy, now I don't know if he did it maliciously or if there was just, there's just a glitch in his matrix. But
No, bro. No,
that's
they had
a
a conversation before they got out of the
yeah,
video.
that's a dangerous
Conversation.
guy to be around. GS is
Not
a
one
dangerous guy.
single hair on this guy's ankles. Oh my god.
Hold on, let me get it back.
He's a hairless monkey.
I
What the
thought he
heck?
was wearing
Paul?
stockings.
Yeah,
He's not wearing stockings.
And his toes are like, what? The same level.
It's that. Yeah, we're trying to avoid those pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna puke.
You have to go back to see what
Classy
happened. first.
seems to have no class.
Jesus.
It was
Go
classy.
show that again, Flo.
I know you're fancy.
Who wears
right,
socks with
from that
sandals?
Reba McEntire song,
That's-
Todd, but
No. I think those are not. I think those are just like his feet because they don't have toes. You think they're socks.
Oh, okay.
That's
These are like cartoon feet.
No,
That's like
Oh
Dad
my
Claymation
God.
or something.
I'm dying over here.
look, Bing.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh Lord.
he just admitted what his intentions were.
Oh my
right?
gosh, there's no
And what he
toenails.
was doing, right?
Oh my! Look at that stance.
You
But
were
then I-
trying to help him.
Look at that stance.
What?
Oh my God! It's like it's two
Were you
people.
actually trying to help him? Hey, Wally. Hey, Master Sergeant. Hey,
Trying to help him? Help him? No.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Chuck, you're
That's a
funny.
good point. That was a wide stance right there.
That was
The angles on that picture don't make sense.
It's really weird. It's like it's two different people, a right foot and a left foot, but on the wrong sides. And I'm so
Yeah.
confused by it.
Right, but the bunions like misled us all. It's just like, damn.
Kev, welcome. I'm going to turn you up a little bit. You're a little soft.
Oh, I got it.
That was epic.
Okay. I'll let you
That
handle it.
laugh.
Is that good?
Oh my gosh, Chuck.
I know that was crazy. I thought he had stockings or something
There's-
on until you
yeah.
pointed it out.
There's
No.
not really anything to get except for like it's just funny because Chuck was like losing his shit over his feet.
His toes are like this, like all the like same level.
Does he shave his legs?
Listen, I
Only
wasn't
for you,
appreciating
Chuck.
the little comment.
Only for
Easy. I
you.
wasn't appreciating the comment about no hair on the ankles. I personally don't have no hair on my ankles, but you can distinguish the fact that I definitely have like different length toes, though. They're not like.
Picture it didn't
Wear
happen.
it off.
Wait a second. He's a witch. He has square feet.
I thought witches sank or
They
floated.
wear pointy boots to hide the fact that they have square feet.
Oh, they're overcompensating.
Yeah.
They're hiding. Only he's an idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
Damn, Damn,
That
I
is
didn't know I was
true.
gonna come up here to y'all dog walking on that fool. That's
Oh,
crazy.
dude, I went absolutely ape shit on that bastard a couple nights ago. I got about half a pint in me, and somebody said something about him, and I just went the fuck off. I don't even know why.
That was epic.
That was
good.
pretty good. It made it its own short. I
Did
bet he's
it
watching
really?
now. Huh?
Did it really?
Yeah, yeah. I bet it. I think it was on. Was it on Flow State? I think it was on the main channel.
So I'll go find it if you want.
I
Please
got
do.
you. Oh yeah, Ruthless. I forgot about Ruthless. Are you finding it or am I finding it?
You said you got it. I was
Okay,
gonna let
okay,
you-
yeah. All right, I do got it.
The other way is, yeah, go ahead. You see the difference?
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
It's all in the verbiage. As Jerry Berry would say.
What's
the
that supposed to
verbiage.
mean? Freak?
Huh. That was the longest silence I've ever heard on this fucking channel.
No, it's not. You know I like my silences.
No, there's been way
Yes.
longer.
No, I'm looking because that picture had me fucked up. I saw this I saw like something on Facebook the other day, and it was this chick, and she was talking, but she had this, you know how girls be having that thigh gap or whatever the case may be. She had like a different level of thigh gap. It must have been like anywhere from 8 to 12 inches between like the inside of her
That bitch
thigh.
got a foot between her legs, bro.
She
That's
was
heavy.
bow-legged.
At
Yeah,
first,
she
I was getting
like-
excited because a thigh gap is proper and good, right? A thigh gap,
Yeah,
a good thigh gap. But that sounds like too much. That sounds like a thigh canyon.
No, yeah, this shit was like uncomfortable to look at or whatever. It was like, you know how them little people be like having that shit, like bow legs. or
Oh
whatever?
yeah.
It was like bow legs, but the thigh gap was like times 4 or 5. Not even, I'm
Damn.
not even joking. So that's why I was trying to Google some shit. But that's how, like, when you put that picture up that fool's feet and like how his legs were like, I'm like, oh shit,
Oh.
he got like the abnormal
Hmm.
thigh gap, which is weird for a man in the first place. But
Yeah,
just like the
Maybe
pigeon
he had a
toes and
baby.
everything was just crazy. Pigeon toes and bunions is out of pocket. That's sick.
He can't help but be a fucking narcissist. Hold on, let me rephrase this so that everybody understands what the fuck I'm talking about. Todd misunderstood the situation, thinking he was the main fucking character of some shit that didn't have a damn thing to do with him.
Get all fucking pissy and you rage quit out of my channel. And all I did was try to build you up as iron sharpens iron. The exact same thing I've asked you to do for me.
Todd is a punk. Todd has this weird sense of victimhood that he wears around like a fucking shroud and tries to utilize to injure everyone around him. I don't have a problem with this. That's a perfectly valid way to make money on YouTube. But that being said, Todd, you are a bitch. He
Yeah.
can't help but be.
It just got dark.
Damn.
I was like real respectful to that last 5 seconds.
it was.
Say it's been a long time since I've vented anything that pissed me off, and Todd's been stuck in the back of my head since like 2 years ago, since that shit happened, whatever it was. And it just, I don't know, man, it stuck. Oh, it was bad. It just stuck in my craw in a way that I can't describe properly.
You know what I
You're
love
like-
the most? When you were like, Todd, like as he was in the room. Todd, listen to me. Todd. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
With the
he had
finger wiggle?
finger like this though. It looked like the
Right.
worm off of Sesame Street, like the one they used to cut. Inchworm off. So I was like, what the hell?
Night crawlers.
I hope your kids graduate college, and I hope your mother survives the heart attack. But you a bitch, though. I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
That was good.
Now have an excellent day.
yeah, that was crazy. I was like, damn, it's real respect.
Yeah, that was worth stim. Oh, yeah, and then Sherry Berry got her little short too. Let me throw it back up.
Y'all are fucking killing me. That shit is killing me. Was Chris in the chat when I started that? Did I see him and then just trigger? Is that what happened? Because I rarely get triggered by anything, but I was about 3/4 of a pint in, and saw.
I don't know. Chris came up. Yeah, he came up after you told the story. After you were gone, yeah, he was up here. Actually, I intended to. I still need to clip that out and make it his own video because he was up here. He spent like 4.5 hours up here. Gave us the whole fucking backstory. It was a great thing, but it's stuck right in the center of like a 9-hour long stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, his story is absolutely absurd, dude. It's almost like your story, except his involves. It's more of everything. All of the trashy, crappy shit they did times 10 on him.
Right.
All right, let's
Sing me a song, Sherry.
Said, fuck you, bitch.
Sing me a song, Sherry. Sing me a song.
I just sang it. Jesus said, fuck you, bitch.
Jesus did not say that. Let's sing some Alicia Keys. You know Alicia Keys?
Nah, I don't know that bitch.
Well, you
sing more. Jesus said, "Fuck you, bitch." I love that song.
Jesus said, fuck you, bitch. Jesus said, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Jesus said, fuck you, bitch. Y'all gonna steal my song.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. It's over with. He's clipping that right now. He's muted and he's clipping that. Look at him. Look at his face. Look at his fucking face. Sing me a song, Sherry.
I might be able to edit that into a banger, bro.
That was
Take
funny.
it. It's my latest hit single that I stole from Sherry. But yeah, do what you want with it.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same thing.
A little bit of editing there, a little bit of dubbing.
Yeah.
Get somebody to come in and do some. You know what I'm saying? Get me a guy with the beatbox. Anybody can beatbox.
Well, I wish I knew somebody who was going to DJ school.
I'm going to DJ school. Oh.
Weird.
Thursday.
We'll get to that. First, we need our tracks. We need a bad beatboxer. We don't need a good beatboxer.
Well, hello. Welcome, hello.
Somebody doesn't like
No,
shit.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Quincy
Like,
Jones.
you know how happy I was to be able to splice that like 20 seconds worth of, actually it's 2 separate 10-second chunks into a coherent thing that I was able to loop smoothly. I was pretty happy about that. I have not done any musical shit. So
It's fun. It's like putting a
You're now a
puzzle
producer.
together. Yeah, it's like putting a puzzle together, building.
I'm Jim Bob's producer. You're right.
If you get to cut out your own pieces and decide what the picture is of, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together.
Yeah, and you can do the sound effects. You can do all types of stuff.
Hey, that right there is what we call a sample flow.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You just sample some shit, put it together. Let's go.
Get on that shit, Kev.
I'm actually thinking about it because I
Where's
heard.
my
I got a beat
still
that
live?
I
Dude,
already
get with
got.
me. I'll help. I'll do whatever the fuck you need done. Just point me in the right direction and turn my ass loose. I'll tear the hell out of it. I promise you. Just show me about what needs to happen and I'll do it.
Roger that. We on go.
Jesus said, "Fuck you, bitch."
Is there any way we can cut the hello bit into it somehow?
She put the whole.
Yeah.
We could
That's
remix
terrible.
that with the beans, greens, tomatoes. You know,
Oh,
we could cut
baby.
the whole churches. I'm hearing all kind of shit.
How
over here.
about some of that? I got beans and bologna.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I know.
She's like, you want to get a rope and wrap it around this black.
What?
Like, oh, I cannot believe she just said that.
I don't know. Anyways,
Is that in the song, or are you just trying to like do some questionable
No, that's
shit?
in
on
the
signal?
song, bro. I swear to God. Hold on. I'll get it. I'll get it.
I'm glad that
No,
you
it's like this
you
old-
just saved Sherelle's life.
yeah,
It's
I
this
have
little
no clue.
crackhead dude. This little crackhead dude that like rolls up into this like local 7-Eleven
Mm-hmm.
and he buys
I
like
got
a
it.
can
I'll
of
get it.
beans and
Hold
some
on 2
damn bologna.
seconds.
Beans
That
and
shit is
bologna.
hilarious.
You're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
That's hilarious.
Incorporate that shit.
What's up with the fucking pink tie dye? Who was that?
Who do you think that? You don't know who that is? Look at him.
You're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
That's the dude.
Man,
that's
it's
guy that be doing
That's
the
your
guitar
uncle.
It's OTW.
shit.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh my god! Right.
Oh my god.
Scroll up a little bit. Move your screen up.
Made you cry.
Yeah.
You ain't. Please
What?
come home. I got beans and bologna.
This dude hurts to look at. That is a fucked up man right there.
But bro, he laid down the track in 2022, I do believe. Like it was the fattest track ever. There's 10,000 remixes.
Remixes.
This man is painful to look at. It's like who's the Booty Warrior? It's like the Booty Warrior, but worse.
What?
Oh hell.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that goes with your story though.
What?
Nah,
does?
that fool died like 6
The
months ago.
Booty
Whatever
Warrior?
the case may be. Heartbroken.
I don't have a story about the Booty Warrior. What are you talking about?
No, the story you were talking about, the school wanting to have the open bathrooms. That picture.
Mm.
Kind of
Yes.
Yes.
Not wanting, they did.
Yeah, well, they did. Yeah, you're right.
Fleece Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah,
ask
Fleece
Izzy
Johnson.
about
That's
that.
right. The
Fleece
Booty
Johnson.
Warrior.
Ask Izzy about that picture there. The original story, Flo.
What about it?
At the school district.
We met Fleece Johnson.
I'm
Yeah, bro.
a picture of the bathrooms and see what she thinks.
What?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, this one of the sickest.
Bars, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desire. So what are they going to do? If you won't let them have a woman, they going to have each. Somebody's going to have to give us some booty. And it's just as simple.
The most memorable story that's on about it.
In his prison, booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty. A man's butt.
The music is killing me.
It was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man. I like booty.
Johnson went on to tell
It's so good. How the fuck, man? This. I don't
That's
even know.
Diddy.
Bro,
Sometimes shit is too good for me to believe it's real life.
Bro, Camp Dankula did him as a Mad Lads, and that is hilarious. It is hilarious because he quotes him in a bunch of that.
Wait, where did Paul go?
Nah, because the Booty Warrior, like the first thing that he said, go ahead.
Paul was in the
Sheriff, Paul.
chat. Where did he go?
Paul who?
I'm not
Paul
sure.
and Slave. He said this is where Flow State remembering his time in prison.
Hell nah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I swear to God.
No, not you. I'm talking about Paul.
I
No, but the Booty Warrior was talking about all the men in prison being.
Damn, I've
hard
been
and
muted
shit,
this whole
you know.
fucking time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was saying some things, and I don't remember now.
He deleted it from YouTube.
You may have.
Well, I don't
mean-
see. Oh yeah. There it is.
It might. I mean, I don't know. He might still have. I think that he has me blocked actually on that account. So
It's right there in
okay.
StreamYard.
Yeah, it's in StreamYard.
Mm.
It was on YouTube for a hot minute. Then he took it down.
Oh.
What do you read into that?
Yeah.
What?
This is typical Paul behavior. It's that like if I had to rate a Paul word play,
You're
that
being
would be like
washed.
a D.
What is a
Like-
paw? What's a paw? What's a paw?
You know how Paul like he'll be like
Loser
you know,
Paul.
loser failures like and then he has all his words out that he says. I don't even know how to say it.
Oh, that's a person. That's a
Broken
person.
hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, broken hoe. You just want
person
to
on
be like
YouTube.
me, you grifter. Do
He's
a
the one
Paul about you wearing
He's
the
the one
earring.
that talks about Flo wearing
Some
an
frat
earring.
boy douche with an earring who wants all the time, energy, attention, and resources. He's the hit. He's got an earring, and he's got that frat boy douchey college vibe that you all love so much at the sports bars. He wears his hat backwards and makes little quips, so he's cool to hang out with.
I like
He's
the
not
famous
wrong.
people clip.
You are cool to hang out with.
He's always watching.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are. But I mean, I don't disagree. I am cool. I do have good quips.
The famous people.
My hat
clip
is
pretty
backwards.
good, too.
Like I have. I mean, somebody please tell me what was wrong in that assessment.
No, yeah, you're definitely douchey too.
He's owning it.
Switch
Yeah.
material.
If I thought that was a problem, I'd change it, Jack.
I know. That's what I was saying. He was right.
Yeah, nah, don't change shit, fool. You good.
Yeah,
Change
I would never do that.
Yeah, that's out.
Hey, Kev, I got a question for you. Why did the sperm cross the road?
Pause. I don't know.
Because I put the wrong sock on this morning.
Oh, good.
You dirty old man.
Paul, that's the whole clip that I clipped that out a long ass time ago. I don't even remember what you said after that. Probably
Play
some
the
nonsense
famous
about me
people
being
clip. Do the famous people clip.
Oh, that is hilarious. I love that.
Everybody
Because he really puts his acting in. He gets emotional in it. I loved it, Paul. This was your best performance.
It was a good performance.
It was.
He had the balls to do a broadcast with people called Talking with Famous People. He was the famous person. Okay. If you go into these people fucking background, Jack Talcott, and you look at who they've been for the last 5 and 6 years, it's narcissist central. I'm the potentially famous person.
Jack's laughing.
Jack was pretty good there too.
It is
Says the man
seriously
with the black cock microphone.
a father-son conversation. It is a son trying to justify everything he's done, why he didn't have time to do his chores. It's
I'm
right.
very tempted to put his voice behind like a clip of Mr. Garrison from South Park. I'm like very, very tempted at this point.
Yeah, no.
I already beat you to
Motherfucker sound
something.
like Mr. Damn Garrison. Okay, children. Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I get more like Cartman, bossy, and
Paul
Yeah,
has a lot of
There's a like a distinct level of femininity to him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That
and
he's
yes,
Yeah.
it's become evident more so lately. I don't know if there was a moon change or
Hey now,
It's
hey
like
now.
the switch. It's like the switch in the neck and shit. Like
No, he's been
like the suction
no.
of the
We went. He's
and
been.
shit.
He and I have been getting along fantastically the last like 2 days. We want to encourage certain behaviors, and you're not.
Okay, you're right. My bad. I
No,
apologize.
Are you
Paul.
getting soft on his
I'm
blood?
sorry, Paul. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to insult you like that. I'm
Is
sorry,
it paw? Are you saying paw like a paw or Paul
Paul. Paul.
with an L
Like,
at the end?
How did you just lose track of the
P-A-U-L.
conversation entirely? The same dude.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Paul.
I'm from the country.
Yeah, you have an accent. That's why I was like, what the fuck is a paw? Wait, what? Paul. Got it.
Yeah, that.
fascinating. From the what is it? Beans and Bologna to Paul Unslaved, man. There are some characters on YouTube. This shit is fun.
My favorite is Teddy.
Jack, let us not forget.
Just praise God, man. Fucking praise God. God is so amazing. The sun, the nature, the earth, water, the way words work, the way knowledge works, the way love feels. God. Praise God, man.
Can we be
the oil?
You were macro
Right.
dosing there, weren't you?
The oil change.
No, I feel that way often.
That's good, Jack.
You're not helping yourself on this one, Jack.
I know.
I wish you would. I really do.
I'm
But
my
it's
own
not
worst
helping.
enemy. I've proven that over and over.
And yeah, I think that's the only Jacks and the only Pauls I have loaded up still. I got away
I
with
need every bit of money you can bring me. Pay me. All the money, all the banking, all the jobs, all the material things. I love spending money. And all these people here know I love spending all that money.
Fact.
You could not imagine and write these characters. There's no way possible.
Dude, Wizard is no longer the Hucklebuss. He ain't nowhere near that freaking dynamic anymore. He's cooled off a lot.
Yeah, he really has. I was thinking about that earlier today.
But Snowfire just keeps heating up.
Oh, it gets deep. It gets so deep.
I can't believe
I'm
it.
hella
took
hot
me
right now.
today to get that.
That's pretty hot. Snowfire.
You guys ever watch the Uncle Rich videos?
The what?
Rich?
Uncle Rich videos?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, this will make you crack up. Hold on, I'll share a screen real quick. It's a short.
I do have a new grifter
Here's
thing.
what we'll do again. If the dono excess exceeds what the need is, then we'll make sure to put it where the need goes. Either way, we'll make sure.
Yeah.
Is that for
Put your
Major
Cash App
Key
up.
Life?
Put your Cash App up, though, Flo.
Oh, Nightbot just dropped the dono links. Cash App Kofi.
Okay, boom, I see it. All right, but nah, this is Uncle Rich. This is the
Hey, let me give you some hand sanitizer.
But ain't I'm doing right?
Smell good too. Smell it.
Man, that smell like some motherfucking skunk shit. What the fuck you give me some skunk shit?
What the hell?
What the fuck you did to me, motherfucker? What you doing now? This motherfucker gave me some skunk shit.
Hey, let me give you some hand sanitizer.
Oh my God.
That is
Yeah,
so
Uncle
weird
Rich
that
is
you showed
fucking
that because, like, before you showed that, I swear I smell a skunk. Right
That was
before you
actually
showed-
great. I LOL'd at that one.
Flow state.
Yeah, Uncle Rich is hilarious. They didn't do this type of shit to
I'm
him
being
like
serious.
1,000 times.
Okay, we'll go on with your woo woo.
Did you
Oh no, that's it. I really smelled like a skunk.
Look at you,
Maybe
Flo.
your
You're
neighbor's
having
smoking some
two.
green or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was rolling some of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That
don't
is
you
so
microdosing off of something? Look, two people are tapped into you, Flo. What do you think about that?
I think, I've been told that my ethereal voice is loud. However, my ethereal ears are deaf as fuck. So
I equate that to a broadcaster and a receiver. Some people scream into the ether, and some people simply listen.
it's all that shouting into the void I've done. Or is it staring into the void? What do you do with a void?
Stare not too long into the void.
Whatever you want to do, my boy.
I normally spit into the void because I always spit off of things.
That's why everybody thinks it's rated around you.
I think there's a skunk outside.
Anyways. A little crazy.
Jump into the void? That sounds like terrible advice. But I'll try anything twice.
Well, probably not.
Jumping into shit though. That's
Kev, your mic is really low.
Yep, still real low.
It's still low. Hold on, let me.
Yeah. Now he's gone.
He ain't even let me play with it, man. I was totally gonna play with that thing. Hawk to it.
What in the hell is going on in my chat?
I don't know.
I will dunk her in tomato juice. Her female fart is truly terrifying. This whole comment is blowing my mind.
What if it exits through the gift shop?
Let's dissect that brain of
What
his.
is weird with y'all? Stick your finger into the void.
Oh yeah, speaking of fingers and stuff, don't forget to rub my thumb. You know what? I need to put up a poll. I know that the have you liked the video polls are annoying, but you get like twice as many likes when you do that shit.
Yeah, do it.
That's what GS does.
Hey, in the void is in the darkness, and in the darkness there's treasures to be found.
What?
But they're also secrets.
There be dragons here,
Wait a
sir.
minute. Okay, I hear where you're going. Keep going, Jack. Let me.
That's what she said.
It's the idea of the Jungian shadow integration, going into the darkness, particularly within. We can be surprised by what we discover in life.
What did you find in your dark void?
Yeah.
That I'd been lying to myself most of my life.
So you found guilt?
Oh, dude, I found all sorts of things. I'd been lying to
Find any
myself.
lighters?
I'm missing so many
I'm always losing those motherfuckers.
I mean,
You leave the blow torches left and right? How?
No, I never lose the blowtorch. That's why I use it so much.
Oh.
That lighter don't fit in a purse.
That's interesting. 2 people have mentioned that they realized they weren't what they thought they were.
This is a good question here, Jack. Does your dark sun stay eclipsed?
It's in the light now.
Oh
The
my.
idea is to bring the subconscious into the conscious. And
Talking about
then
integrating the shadow.
Yep. Because yeah, I found out I'd been lying to myself that
Wait till
I
you
didn't
find
have-
it out again.
I didn't have the excuses I thought I did to be angry and to be miserable.
What happens if you find out you've
Still
actually
are.
been gaslighting yourself for the past couple of years? Wouldn't that be
Well,
hard?
I've been asking myself that and trying to figure out where I might be.
What did you say, Chuck?
I said he still is.
Oh, Chuck. Go ahead.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Thank you, huh?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Thank you, Marathon Kev, for the $20 Cash App. I appreciate you, homie, and I'm gonna drop his link right now. Sub up to Marathon Kev.
We have a question in the chats that's interesting.
Okay, which one is that?
Have any of you ever slipped your soul out of your meat suit?
Yeah.
No.
I have.
Okay. Occult Rejects, you should probably hit this. Sasquatch, you about to tell us about it?
Cynthia can go first.
I said I haven't. So there, I'm done.
You have.
No.
Anyone else?
No.
Yes.
Would you like to tell yours?
It's too deep.
Just
oh my god.
Too deep.
Reflect.
It really is. It's very deep. But it changed
Well,
my whole life.
mine's
Like,
actually-
like it changed who I was. It was
Sure.
mind altering.
Mine's
You mean it
actually
was-
fairly simple.
Well, then go. Then your turn.
I even have a picture of it.
What did you get
All
so
right.
excited about, Flo?
Well, what am I excited about? First of all, I'm excited that how many great so deeps I keep getting out of Sherelle. She's saying that shit just to flirt with me. But also this is just an interesting topic. Welcome, Nick. So whose story is going first?
Sasquatch.
So when I was about 22, I found out that I had a bone spur in my arm that wasn't supposed to be there. After some x-rays and some barium MRIs, they discovered that it had developed a cluster of scar tissue that was pinching off one of my primary vessels in that arm. And so they went in and did a surgery to remove it. And about halfway through the surgery, I looked back behind me, which, remember, previous to this, I was standing outside the hospital. The next thing I know, I'm floating over the freaking bed, and I see myself laying there and a lovely, tiny Asian woman messing with a dial. And I went, that is really weird. And the chick looked over her shoulder straight at me. And then suddenly I was back in my body, and my right hand come up and tried to take the tape off my eyes. And I remember her saying, no, 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 just sleep. And then everything went black again.
What?
It was wild, dude. It was wild. And
Tiny
it turns
Asian
out,
lady?
Yeah. But here's the weird thing. I never saw her before or after the surgery. But after I related that story in the recovery area, I was like, I remember this lady. They're like, there's no way you could have remembered her. You never saw her conscious. And I was like, no. Her hair's parted on the right side. She's wearing these freaking gaiters. She's got and I told her what she was dressed in. The type of like gown thing. You know what I'm talking about. What do they call them?
Scrubs? Hospital gown?
Scrubs. The type of scrubs she was wearing. It was wild, dude. It's the only thing I can remember from that whole experience, really.
What was the question, if you don't mind? Is the mic better now?
Have you ever slipped out of your meat suit into the astral or whatever, out-of-body experience or previous death or near death or whatever you want to call it?
Gotcha. Yeah, I got one to caveat like right off of that, to be honest. So I got poked up. I got stabbed 9 times in 2014. Damn near lost my life.
Oh my
I woke
God.
up in OHSU, the Oregon Health and Science
Girlfriend?
University. No, actually, yeah. I wish it would have been a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I might have got some ass out the deal, but nah, this is just it was a weird scenario. But long story short,
Wow.
I was having this dream or like, I don't know, astral projection, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I seen my mom, who had been passed away for like over 10 years at this point. It was like this white room and shit, and she told me some shit. She was like, Kev, it's just not time for you to come home yet. At that exact moment, I woke up. That's why I asked you, you a little Asian lady? Like, what the fuck? Is this the Oracle? But I woke up to this little Asian lady like over the top of me. She like, honey, don't move. She like, don't move, honey. Like, don't move, honey. Yeah, I'm like, hey, what? She like, don't move, honey. You've been, your chest has been opened up like the Tupac autopsy picture, you know?
You had a cat. You had a hood done. That's insane.
So was she a real?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Was she a real person who worked at the hospital?
Yeah, she was actually a real person, but the experience before that, like with the whole little shit with my mom, that shit felt like actually real, but it wasn't. You know, well, but I don't know. It might have been on some other shit, but it might have been the drugs that they gave me for the anesthesia and whatever the case may be. But
The issue in my case is that the type of anesthesia I was under is specifically supposed to block out the making of memory, but the only memory that was made was of a moment when I was outside of my body and therefore not under influence of the drugs. If you get what I'm saying.
That middle state. You have it.
Welcome, Paul. Nick, you want to go?
Oh, you want me to talk about my experience with that?
Yeah.
That could take a while.
All right, let me go first because I'm going to go to bed.
Oh.
So I was watching Jack Talcott the other day, and in the middle of his broadcast, I just started feeling like I wanted to die, and my spirit actually left my body and started floating around the trailer space. And then a petite Jewish woman said, "No, honey, not yet. Don't go yet." And then it's hard for me to talk about slow state.
Praise God, man.
Praise God, but it's just so hard. It's so deep. It was so deep. It's really. Oh man, I came back to my body and I decided to continue to live, but I gotta go, man. I gotta go to bed. I just wanted to stop in and show some good faith.
Inspiring and motivation.
What was her name?
Good night.
What was her name? If you don't mind my asking before you go.
Gen X Jeff.
Petite Jewish woman.
Absolutely, it was Gen X Jeff. She was
That's
there,
what I thought.
rubbing my back and my stomach, oiling my stomach.
Was she rocking?
Ironically,
Was she rocking?
I have a big heat lamp that I put on me like an obese lizard. He rubs oil on me, and it's a
Stop
whole.
fagging out.
All right, then I gotta go. Then there it is. See, I'm not going anywhere.
Good
Bye.
story.
Good night.
Holy cow.
Oh, okay. Hold on. And thank you, Uncle Fatty, for becoming a member. I appreciate you and all the support that I get.
I'm getting too much money.
All right. Now, Nick, let's hear it.
Oh, all right. Well, first of all, I guess I have to preface that I'm an occultist and a magician. So, that's my experiences with crossing the abyss. It's been done through meditation for me. And that's kind of why I asked Jack if his black sun stays eclipsed, because, whenever I cross the abyss, there's certain images that happen that are over and over and over again in feelings. But you'll get I'll end up going into a very deep meditation to where it turns completely black, and then like he was saying, I'll get this white dot that starts to look like it's piercing through like clouds or something, and it's burning, and eventually it starts to grow and it turns into an eclipse. I mean, then there's all these other things that end up happening, but eventually, and this is just my opinion, even messing with magic, that's the whole thing. If you want to have a magical experience, you're going to have to basically commit temporary suicide. My opinion, you're going to die and you're going to come back and with an experience with God. But I've done that a bunch of times fucking with magic and occultism. It's a pretty wild experience and something that will change you forever.
I would definitely be interested in hearing more about that.
I didn't want to suck up like 40 minutes of your show going through the whole spiel, the feelings and the vision. I didn't want to, rob the show.
If
We'll have a couple.
you don't need to worry about my time. I got nothing else to do tonight. If you have the time, I'd love to hear it. And you actually jogged me. I may have actually left my meat suit during a meditation thing.
We'll you go on, Nick. Like, did you grow up in a family of magicians? How did you?
No, I got into like conspiracy. Believe it or not, the conspiracies stuff. I got big into that like around 2008, 2009, and I think. Just because of the people I was interested in. I was interested in, David Icke, Jordan Maxwell, Michael Tessarian, Mark Passio, all those people. So, I mean, they really were highly into the occult. So I kind of got very interested in that. And, at some point, like years later, I was like, I'm trying to find all these lodges, all these people who started this order and that order, and they're doing all this. And I'm like, I still don't know what the hell fucking magic is. So
Where are you from? I'm sorry, I have to ask. Where do you live at?
I was recently in New York, but I which is why I have an empty room behind me. I just moved to North Carolina into an apartment.
Okay.
So, but I am from New York. I'm in North
Are
Carolina.
you married? Do you have kids? Do they live with you?
Not married. No kids. Not married. Nothing.
Okay, I'm just asking these questions. And so, did you leave everything?
Hold on, why are you asking that?
Oh, it gets deep. It gets so deep. No, he wasn't
Because
finished
he's
with
an
my question.
occultist. I'm serious. Like, that's why I am asking these questions for a reason.
Okay, but let him finish mine real quick, okay? Like he was
for it.
right in the middle of it. Go ahead. So you were 2008, 6.
Oh, yeah.
8, and then you were around the cultists and you were searching. You didn't exactly even know what magic was.
So then eventually I was like, maybe I could join one of these things. And the Masons I knew not to even bother with because I would have had to wait way too long to get into ceremonial magic. So I figured my best bet was like the Golden Dawn or the OTO. And my only, for me, when I was living in New York, the only thing that was close to me was the OTO. It was about 20 minutes away in Queens when I was living.
That's Crowley's?
Yeah. And I joined, I went to it. And then a few initiations later, and about 5 or 6 years later, I eventually left. But it was in it. Why they started pushing. Well, first off, I didn't understand why Jesus's doors is open, but fucking Horus is too scared to fucking open up the OTO because of COVID. I didn't get that. And then they started pushing like far left ideology shit. They wanted to have like a Zoom meeting about the George Floyd shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Is that how you got your name?
It has nothing to do with the OTO.
Is that how you got the name Occult Rejects?
Well, yeah, it was that because like, I mean, I don't go along with how most magicians move nowadays. They're just grimy motherfuckers. And I do like kind of like reject the whole idea of like it being a cult in a sense. I think this stuff shouldn't be hidden from man.
Can I ask you a question, Nick?
Yeah.
And I'm not like trying to
Go
be.
ahead. No, you guys don't know me from a
condescending or
hole.
anything. No. But I did see a whole bunch of internet like conspiracy theories about the George Floyd thing, right? So now that you're saying that, like they wanted to have meetings on Zoom and shit about the George Floyd thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, what if they did want to have a meeting? Like, we did sacrifice that fool. Like, what is that a possibility or no?
Oh, I wish that's what it'd been about. At least it would have been something interesting. No, it was them going around trying to get everybody to talk about experiences of racism. Do you want to go out and protest? I was like, what the fuck is this, man?
What if that was?
I mean,
what if that was just like an initial question, just to kind of like gauge where you were at? And then okay, we know who we can talk to and who we can't. So there's actually a sidebar Zoom meeting.
Well, the whole thing is this shouldn't even have probably have been a OTO authorized meeting, because very much like the Alcoholics Anonymous, I think somebody brought them up earlier. They are very much like that. We're not supposed to have anything to say about the outside world except for the OTO. So why are you going on about George Floyd?
What is the OTO?
The Ordo Templi Orientis. It's a secret society that was originally Freemason. It was Freemasonry, kind of like offshoot, and then Crowley took it over.
Okay. Thank you.
What's the translation of that mean, if you know?
Oh God, the Oriental, Order of the Oriental Temple, some shit. I should know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm lost. You're like Ordo
Templi Orientis.
Obliquas. I'm like, wait, what?
You were only in it for a couple years, correct?
Say that again.
You were only in that for a couple years.
Yeah, probably about 5 or 6 years. 5 or 6 years. I went through a few initiations, and once this was the major thing that actually made me leave. Once I started having magical experiences, that place I realized was not for me at all. If anything, it gave the vision of slavery instead of freedom. That's just my opinion. Like, it highlights the things that, in my opinion, will keep me chained to this world instead of being able to leave it. It was very weird. And what's the sad thing is that the members are doing it all themselves. It was very, very, I don't know, unmagical in my opinion.
I sort of have I don't know if it's an orientation or whatever, but I think that any spiritual or religious institution is going to necessarily be the opposite of the thing that it's claiming to espouse.
Yeah, I should have realized it'd be no different than anything else, right?
I mean,
unfortunately, man will fuck that up. The order doesn't even have to.
Right.
People just idolizing Crowley is already fucking up the whole thing.
Is he Barbara Bush's dad?
I don't know. I mean, there is, believe it or not, one of me and one of my co-hosts, we're going to cover some stuff that would kind of lead you to believe there's a possibility. Maybe they were both Knights of Malta in the past.
A while back, I did a video and a little short. Barbara Bush there's no way that's a woman. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She has tits, though.
That can be done.
This world we live in,
You don't
things are
think
not
Barbara
always.
Bush is a woman?
Nope.
Why not?
What?
Give me a sec. I'll pull it up.
Kev,
Yeah, I've never heard about this. I heard the
also
Michelle
have-
Obama like rumors, but we saw the shit on Ellen DeGeneres with like
her cock
appears
flapping
to be
around.
like
Where do the
Yeah.
She's moving out of the U.S.
where do those women come in with the male? The male, or the more masculine, like
What are you asking?
there are women that are manly looking, and it's because they have as like we used to call them hermaphrodites. I don't know what we call them anymore, but they kind of have a vagina and a small protruding penis. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Or a
they
big
have
clitoris?
both. Yeah, yes. But they really have manly ways, because one of the entertainers was one of those, and she walked like a man. She even worked at GM during the day and came and danced at night. She dressed like she was a manly woman. And I think that's what Barbara Bush might be.
I'm turning the mute off in hopes that although I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter.
That's no.
But look, It's a man baby, right? So he's doing the whole man baby thing.
This is a freaking movie.
Yeah.
I know it's a movie. Now this is
Yeah,
not.
yeah, look.
Bush, who has Mrs. Barbara Bush, the wife of presidential hopeful George Bush, who has survived a heroin.
All right, let's take a look at this forehead. Take a look at this jaw. Take a look at how, no matter how much she slouches down, she's pretty huge.
Towering. That other lady.
Oh my god,
Honestly,
that
she
does
looks
look
like
like
my
a
great-grandma.
what the fuck?
We got that necklace
Yeah.
over where the Adam's apple would be, trying to hide the big hands there by clasping
Look at them biceps.
In
Look at
here
them
for our
arms
interview
full.
today, and I'd like to welcome you.
She's a big woman.
For what you see.
Go
Okay.
backwards. Go
Yeah,
backwards,
I'm not
Flo.
gonna
Back. Go backwards, real quick. That looks like the side profile
Wife of
of fucking George
presidential
Washington on Mount Rushmore.
No, for real.
On God in heaven, it does. I'm not even capping. Y'all think I'm trying to be? I'm not even trying to be funny. I was there, at Mount Rushmore like a couple
survived
years ago. That looks like the
Heroin
side
2
profile
days
of
to
fucking
get
George
here
Washington.
and sit in here for our.
For what you see is what you get. I'm not going to change. And you can like it or not. I mean, I hope you like it, but that's what I am.
She got that turkey neck covering up that fucking Adam's apple.
Oh my gosh. That's
right
a
there.
good look right there.
Bruh. Flo, you're fucking right, fool.
That's a dude.
Bro, that is a dude. That's a respectfully, however you say that. Like is it transsexual, the PC way to say that?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a dude. That ain't no way that's not a
Did they
guy.
have baby
That's a
pictures?
transformation right
Biological male.
Do we have
Okay,
baby?
so the one in the middle is the actress, right? But that's not. But I just this episode or this video is called Austin Powers tried to tell us about that Barbara Bush was a man.
Bro, is there any like young pictures of her
Yeah,
or
I'm
young
looking
videos?
right
Like
There is.
that is a whole man right there.
The United States public. And it's really sort of sad.
Oh, my whole life has been a lie, fool. What the fuck is going on, bro?
I'll
That's
put the
a
link in the
nigga
back
right
chat and the
there.
main chat.
What the fuck?
You
What's her
guys
name?
believe
Barbara Bush, right?
anything.
Yeah, that's W. Bush's mom apparently.
George
Oh,
Sr.
fool.
Yeah.
This time we're living in is quite interesting. It's
Jack, how many beers would it take before you'd fuck her?
there's not a chance.
He would just do it.
No,
He'd just do it.
Lying.
those days
Come
are
on, Jack.
behind me.
I can't
She's-
wait to get my dick wet.
She's an
I got
elitist.
Bro, you fucked
Now,
up, Flo.
Come
bro.
on, you gotta
cracking me
fuck
up,
your
bro.
way to the top. That's the only
No,
way it goes.
no.
It worked for Kamala. It could work for Jack.
See?
I tried that, but I was choosing the wrong type. Apparently,
Bruh.
Dude, you're
That is
banging the wrong dude.
crazy.
She would be the
fool.
perfect type. She'd say,
No, I-
Jack Talcott, come
No.
on.
And so that's supposed to be damn Lil George's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Big George.
It ain't no way, fool.
Wait,
And
Big
you
George's
know what I'm
wife,
saying?
right?
Look,
Yeah.
Kev, don't worry. I will melt everything you thought you knew about reality.
Yeah.
And
Yes. he
Yeah,
will.
slowly it's all
You
coming
can,
unglued.
you can go back to where she was a young.
I can't melt Chuck's worldview. He is too solidified into normedom. His brain is inelastic. He has stopped building new synapses.
That's unfortunate, bro. You still gotta be open to pause. You still gotta be open to new information. That's crazy, right? Them
You were quick
cheekbones
with the
to say
pause
it
on that
all.
one.
That was just.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta pause that. You see that nigga cheekbones? What?
How they used to be.
Golly.
They
So
had
was
stout
that-
women back then.
was that
What'd
the
you
Barbara
say?
Bush that might be related to Alistair
Alistair.
Crowley?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can see the similarities, can't you? Like, it could be Aleister
I've
Crowley.
seen that
It
presented
could be
before.
Aleister Crowley.
This world is fucking nuts. There's been insane people, man. Like the
Bruh.
family.
We've been living a lie the whole time.
The fuck though. That looked like a whole man though. That's some other shit right there. That really looked like a man though. And then the side profile with the arm profile. That was like bitch been fucking doing curls. Like, 75-pound dumbbell curls, just looking at George like, say something else,
So,
motherfucker.
Bush
I'm like,
Senior is like
oh.
6'5" or something. He's super tall, and
Okay.
and she's built like a running back.
Bro, yeah, she built like Adrian Peterson, like, yeah, like, or Derrick Henry, rather. Just, what the fuck, fool? Barry Sanders looking ass. Albino Barry Sanders looking ass. Jesus Christ.
You hit it.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I hit myself over the head with a sledgehammer. I'm out of here. She
You know
probably,
what?
she probably fleeced Johnson you.
If you're not
Come
gonna pitch, then you can receive.
Oh,
I ain't pitching and I ain't receiving. Let's be clear about
Okay,
that.
go to their wedding pictures. Go to Barbara and
I'm not
George.
accepting homework assignments right now, but if you want to share a screen, I'll pull it up.
I'm on my phone.
I'm trying to
looking
look.
at it. Like I don't
Hold
think
on.
like she doesn't look so manly there.
Nah,
you
because
think-
I'm looking at the shit right now too, and I'm like, nah, she doesn't, but I don't know if they started giving her hormones or whatever. the
Right.
fuck.
Like what
I
happened?
mean, if she got older, it could be hormones, or it could just be people's testosterone drop with age.
Oh my
Like, do you see that one in the bottom right corner with her and Bush?
Yeah.
Tell me
yeah,
that doesn't.
yeah.
That's not like a man-shaped head with a fucking
She
hell of
got
a
a
neck.
bigger fucking head than her son.
Oh my
That's what I'm saying.
gosh.
It's
look
that
at
turkey
that.
neck. That turkey neck is hiding that Adam's apple right there.
But do guys
Oh
have
my
turkey
God.
necks
And
like
and
that?
look
Happy
how many
Thanksgiving.
loops. Look how many loops of pearls she's always got. That chick is
Yeah,
wearing
why
more
she got
shit
on them
around
damn
her neck.
pearls?
She couldn't get any
there.
more shit around her neck if
What's
she
wrong
broke
with
it and had to wear a neck brace.
Okay, but what if this ain't the same? What if this ain't the same chick though?
Oh, what? Oh, now why did you introduce this
No, I'm just
conspiracy?
saying though,
What the
because
hell?
no, this looks feminine
She
to a
looks
certain
like-
extent.
Yeah.
Well,
To
I
a
can
certain
no,
extent,
just
that's still pretty
take
squared
your
off.
hand, take your hand, and just cuff out
Scroll
the
up so we
hair
can see
real
his
quick.
whole head.
All right, for sure.
If you
Damn,
took that
motherfucker
wig
look
off,
like-
that looks like a dude.
That's what I'm saying. It
Right.
does kind of look like a dude, though. Like, you know what I mean?
If you move that hair over to George Bush, he would look more feminine than she
Yeah.
does.
Oh
He
wow.
looks like a young Jim Carrey from in Living
This
Color.
is the next rabbit hole. That is Jim Carrey. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Vera DeMilo and shit.
Both states blowing. This is
Yeah.
wow.
Do you see that jaw?
Okay, let's see. Oh,
Yeah, the
look
jaw
at
is
the
crazy.
The star that's
And look at the fucking
Yeah, that
master
dude
of
in the
ceremony
background
over here
is
just
like
looking
hella sus.
directly at the cock. Like, ooh, I don't know if you made the right choice.
He's
here.
like, ma'am, I
Look at
saw
the
your
fucking-
bulge.
Yeah, and look,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, let me put my hand over your hand. To
I
cover
think that's an alien from Area 51. I don't even know that that's a person.
Bro, it does look like
That's
one of
the
the
handler.
fucking grays
That
for
makes sense.
sure.
That's
Wait a
the
minute. Let's look at
handler.
this. No,
We're
this is
solving-
this is albino starving Marvin actually right here. Look
No,
at
that's
the
an alien.
gaze. He's
Goes
like,
on to something.
That's
damn,
the
she's
thing.
finna
That's the
peg
thing.
you.
You know, in Independence Day, that inside there's the little alien inside the head of the. That's the little dude that was sitting inside of the head. You thought he died, but he didn't. He just teleported to Bush's wedding.
Right, and then, like when Will Smith blows the head off of one of them, and
Right.
another one just wiggles up out of there.
You have any
That's
idea
him.
how much that
Oh,
stings?
yeah, I didn't even look at the
Yeah.
tape. You're right.
Oh
I didn't
my
even look at
God.
the tape.
Nah,
Damn.
oh my God, what the fuck? Dude,
Kev,
this is
it'll all
crazy, actually.
normalize. It'll all normalize in a few days. Unless I do my
Lay
job
off
right,
the
then I'll keep you off
fluoride.
balance for years.
Bro, who's that other South Park character? Like, you know what I'm saying? With the head,
Mr. Garrison?
No, not Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison's like the gay dude, like with you know what I'm saying, the sock puppet.
Okay.
The other one,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
no, no.
you're saying
The
drugs are bad,
principal.
okay?
Principal. Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck? What the fuck was that kid? That fool looks like is it Mackey? No, yeah, it is
He
Mr.
look-
Mackey.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mackey.
He looks
yeah.
like Mr. fucking Mackey.
He also sort of looks like you ever like a mummy, you know, a mummified corpse. Like
A bit.
he's got the mummy
bit.
look going on.
Hold on, let's
Poor
get it,
dude's probably
yeah,
watching
for
right
Oh
now.
my God. That is
For
what he looks
sure,
like.
little Mr. Mackey edition for sure.
Oh my God.
Wait, let's see that one more time.
Ain't gonna do a
Okay,
side.
then let's. Yeah, that's Mr. Mackey.
That's
sure.
him.
Like, fool.
Yep.
That is crazy, fool. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Shit.
I always laugh, bro. Every time I come over here, I be laughing. Come on.
It's weird.
Yeah, shit is weird.
But what something else that sort of tripped me out was the meditation thing. So you leave your meat suit during meditation. Can you do that intentionally, like on command, or does it just like happen randomly?
At times, it is easier to do it. My opinion, the month of December makes it a lot easier.
Nah, that's my birthday month. I learned that. So I taught myself to meditate when I was in jail for 4 months, and it was an 8-man cell, and it was 24/7 lockdown. So we were stuck in 24/7 fluorescent lighting, right? So it's not a real pleasant environment to be trapped in with 7 other angry dudes. But I taught myself to meditate in there just to kind of have like some at least mental privacy. And so when I got out and was able to meditate with headphones in and my eyes, and then that was I don't even know how to start describing that, but yeah, I definitely went somewhere and I definitely did something. It's like a dream, but not a dream. Yeah.
Definitely think music can do certain things too.
No, that's interesting. That's real interesting. I actually, all jokes aside, I had an experience like that too. When I came home from Iraq, I read this book. It was called "Journey Out of the Body" by Dr. Robert A. Monroe, and he was talking about like all this astral shit and this, that, and the third. So I started experimenting with it, and I was laying in the bed next to my girlfriend at the time. And I was practicing like all this shit that Dr. Monroe was talking about.
Was that the Gateway Project?
Yeah, same guy. Yep, exactly. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, Hemi sinks your
So-
brain. That's I've tried that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from my experience. That'll definitely.
Nah, the shit
It's a
that I
shortcut
had
to-
was crazy. Like exactly what he described was finna happen in that book. It happened to me. I was laying down and I was like I said, I was going through the steps or whatever the case may be, that he told us to, if you read that book. And I started to hear like this wah sound. It was like wah, 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 wah. And it got like more intense. And the best way I can describe it was that when that sound, not when it met both of my ears, but when it met like in the center of my head, there was this like separation. It was like this springing type feeling. And I saw myself in the upper left-hand corner. Like if I'm laying in the bed right now with Cole, that was her name, in the upper left-hand corner of the room, I like floated up there or something. I guess floated is the best way I can explain it. I'm looking at both of us. I'm completely sober at this time. I'm not even high. I'm looking at both of us, and I remember this intense moment of panic. Like I was fucking scared like I'd never been before. And I'm trying to thrash. I'm trying to thrash in my body so I can like elbow her or something, like wake me the fuck up, And I settled down for a split second because I remembered what Dr. Monroe had said in the book. He was like, everybody panics their first time, and the only thing that you have to do is remember the only thing or what it takes to reconnect the physical body and the astral body is the thought of reconnection. So I thought that, and then it was like some crazy, just like shot like right back down into myself, boss. And it was a split second though, where I was like still trying to like elbow my girlfriend. This whole sequence of events probably happened in like 10 seconds maximum. You know, but then once I got back into myself and I got control over my body, like I woke the fuck up. I woke her ass up. I'm like, you ain't finna believe what the fuck just happened to me, but I'm finna tell you. I'm like, it was some crazy shit. But yeah, no, I have had that experience before.
Fatty, I hate to do it to you again. 5 minutes. That one was loaded up. I got that cash app. I said hold it for when Fatty comes back. But there's no more clips loaded up after this 5 minutes. So
You talking about Uncle Fatty or the other Fatty?
no, Uncle Fatty, he just came up and somebody had already loaded up a drop on him.
Why y'all keep shooting down Fatty? What the fuck going?
Right? He
They
didn't
be
even-
hating on my boy. That's crazy.
I dropped the. I'll put it in the front chat too. The link to this to what I was listening. So this link actually the song that I was
Tony,
listening.
awesome. Weightless.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. I used to meditate to that a lot.
Okay, so I got my rehab counselor recommended it for me, and it was the first time I'd ever listened to it, and I think it was also the first time I'd meditated outside of jail, right? And so yeah, it was just the mixture of those two things together. It was like, whoa, I got kind of good at this meditating thing because you train at higher altitudes, I guess.
Yeah.
One thing I will mention, I know from my experience with the physical feelings and the visuals I'll get fucking with magic. When I started using I used some of the gateway tapes. I noticed it happening a lot faster. So I do believe it probably works.
What do you mean when you say fucking with magic? What does that mean?
Well, in my opinion, like just for me, if for magic for me is it's experiencing the abyss. It's taking it all the way.
Yeah, because it's like some people think like magic is a bad thing. Some people think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's like
When you're trying to manipulate the world around you, it becomes a bad thing.
Yeah.
When you're doing it for your own spiritual experiences with God, I don't think it is. I think it's
so. What is your definition of magic like to you? You know, personally.
I mean, there's a couple of ways you can look at it. Like I said, maybe being able to bend other people's will or insert your will onto others. That I would consider kind of black magic. The stuff that I was more of into was kind of trying to just have an experience with God and I guess
spiritual.
become a better person and maybe like use my experience to help inspire others to have their own experience. Yeah.
Don't you think that I sort of think that improving the world is also like inserting your will into it, right? Like I just don't see them as a binary actions, right? Like one's good and one's bad. I think that
No, it's really, really hard to actually. I mean, to be totally honest with you, even podcasting is basically black magic in itself.
How do you figure?
Well, I'm using all these toys. I'm manipulating light and throwing them onto magnets, and then I'm fucking and sending it back out, hoping that people listen to what I say and do what I suggest. I mean, that's pretty much fucking black magic right there.
I am
be more worried about having an experience with God than even fucking listening to me.
Yeah, I recognize the correlations. But it was
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, that was part of the attraction of YouTube to me.
Music is too, though. Music is also that as well.
Yeah.
Yo, Kev, I want to ask about your sleep paralysis event. How did it feel?
Yeah.
Did you feel stuck?
Say again.
Did you need to shake yourself to wake yourself out of it?
Did you shake yourself?
I tried.
When you get sleep paralysis like that, you gotta fucking struggle. You're stuck.
Kind of. I guess technically it was like a bout of sleep paralysis, but like I said, like the whole experience was probably 10 seconds. You know, I've heard like cases that
I've experienced it for hours. Yeah.
where people are like stuck for like a long ass time.
Yeah,
I had a
man.
buddy that
It,
told me,
it
like,
gets
you'd be stuck for,
scary.
like,
Really
hours
scary.
and shit. Yeah.
What is it? Because I've never had sleep paralysis, but like what I hear about it, and then how it's conventionally explained, it seems like an inadequate explanation for the experience.
It's kind of
I've heard all
fun,
kinds.
to be honest. It's scary but fun. You know.
You can't move. You can tell your arm to move. Like you wake
You just
up.
wiggle.
Yeah. Well, the phone kept ringing. The phone would not stop ringing, and I kept fighting to answer the phone. But you can't just move. Like you're like something has you stuck.
Yeah, it's like something sat on your chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they talked about that. Dr. Robert Monroe talked about that in Journey Out of the Body. and about sleep paralysis.
It's an
and he had
out-of-mind
experienced-
experience. It is. It is.
Well, he had said from his analysis of the shit, like, and what he put in his book was like he said it seemed like an entity or like a deity would be like over the top.
Yeah,
of
it
him,
seems
a
like
dark
something's
entity.
watching you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Definitely.
didn't have that experience myself.
Shadow
But like I said,
people.
I read that in that book, and then I have a friend that was experiencing sleep paralysis. He tried to get us to order a fucking exorcism for him somehow.
Wow.
Because he was like, dude, there's like this fucking thing like over the top.
Don't
of me.
be
I can't
scared
move
of
for,
it.
like, hours.
Invite
And I'm
it.
like,
I was in
don't know.
Chicago, staying at a hotel that was built like in the 1800s. So I can only imagine what was there. You know, but and I remember it was like I kept staring up at the corner of the room, like I knew something was there. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that's where it was.
You just see a shadow, an outline. All right.
You're talking about the shadow people. Every tweaker knows about the shadow
No,
people.
no, he wasn't a shadow. I just know, like I can just feel where something's.
I've seen God. I've seen fairies. I've seen greys. I've seen reptilians on TV. I've seen it all, my
I never
friend.
saw shit. I never saw anything. I know, but like everybody I know that I used to do that shit with saw.
I've seen reptilians warp on camera. No
You
lie.
must have got better shit than I used to.
Yeah, man. I've been around the block, G. They call me schizophrenic, but I'm far from it. I'm intelligent beyond all neglect.
Now I've had dreams where things tried to come take my soul, but like dragons and stuff. But when I said a prayer, it would release me and I would float back down to earth.
Nice. I like that.
Mhm.
So,
Nice.
do you mentioned shit? What on earth is happening? Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? I'm just D. I'm kind of a god. I can predict.
Not you.
They call me a chosen one, but shit, I don't know.
oh, it's Mark.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck. What the fuck's that? for?
Passio. Mark Passio.
There you go. Yep. Yeah.
Do you agree with him on the morality stuff? That
I don't know. What's his take on that?
Well, Nick, do you agree with Passio on morality? That's basically how people are oppressed and enslaved. Just
We all gotta have a moral high ground, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I some of the stuff I can agree with. I'm not big into his anarchy shit, but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, only
Yeah,
because
oh,
I'll put it
shit.
this way, I just don't think like anarchy is a great idea if everybody's already on the same page.
It's utopian.
Yeah, it's just like you do that now, you're gonna have fucking problems.
Yeah, you don't want to test God's might. Shit. I did.
No, if you think you're tuned up, all I got is a black screen on you. By the way,
You don't mind.
You're on mute if you're talking.
Snow, everything's fucking up.
All the aliens getting involved. Fuck's sake.
Aliens.
We saw one of them in the bush photo, and now they got snow.
You got to remember, she was eating that box of goodies.
Oh yeah.
She was eating box.
Lucky
Yeah,
Charms.
that's what I heard. She was eating that box.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, Fatty
went
finally
deep.
made it up. What's up, bro? Good to see you.
So you were dealing with astral projection, bro.
You talking about
I
me?
can astral travel, yeah, mentally.
Yeah, yeah.
experience
I
was
would
more
agree
of an
with
astral
that.
I can go to heaven and hell in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it definitely wasn't that sleep paralysis
is fucked
shit.
up, dude. I've had all kinds of different shit. I lived in a haunted house for like fucking 10 years. So
Wait a minute, Flo, his face looks like
I like
that
talking
waiter.
to
That's what I was
ghosts.
saying,
They
bro. I
amuse
literally
me.
had a friend that was like he asked us, bro. He was begging us to like call a priest and try to organize a fucking exorcism for him.
Oh,
This is
shit.
like a normal dude. On God in heaven, bro. This was like one of my best friends for years and years. And like he was
Did
not
he-
like a weirdo. He was just experiencing this crazy shit. And he was
Did he,
terrified to go to sleep. Like
did
he
he
was scared to go to
astral
sleep and shit.
How did it even now? He's still talking.
Your
yeah,
mic
right.
just started chopping up.
Did he do astral projection, Marathon Kev?
No,
friend?
he wasn't into none of that. He wasn't into nothing like
It
that.
was
We
just from a
go to
sleep- from
work. We
sleeper.
drink on the weekends. He just started having like this.
Hey, Daryl, your mic is going to hell.
Fucking shots.
It was out of nowhere. Like he just started having this weird shit happen to him. And then like I said, he was just a normal fucking dude, bro. Bro wasn't causing no chaos. He wasn't a criminal. You know what I'm saying? He just started having some weird ass shit happen.
Neither was I.
Allegedly. But no.
Daryl,
Hold on.
You got to fix that mic and come back. It's all the way out.
He had moved into this new location or whatever, and it was like shortly after he moved into this this apartment that he started having some weird shit happen to him, and like it was like, yo. But like I said, no, he honestly he was like, y'all gotta fucking y'all gotta call a priest, like y'all gotta do something for me. This motherfucker was scared to go to sleep.
What happened to him? What's he doing now? Is he better? Did he move out of that place and get better?
Yeah, he moved. Yep, he moved up out of there. Yep, he's bad. Yeah, shit, I haven't talked to him in like a couple
I
years.
balled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. I got so much cheese in my pocket, they thought I was a fucking calzone.
Thank you, Jim from Florida, for the Cash App. I appreciate the support. He says, "I love these he loves these subjects." So,
No,
Carry
also
on.
Patty's got a
The
face
mic
like
any
a
better?
waiter did.
The paralysis is more like where you feel like somebody's sitting on your chest or trying to choke you while you're sleeping.
I felt that. I felt
Really what
that.
it comes
Yeah.
down to is you hold your breath when you're sleeping, right? And your subconscious knows that you're not breathing and tells your body that you're dying, right? That you're right because you haven't taken a breath for 2 or 3 minutes. And so
Either
you're
that or quit sleeping with fat women.
you know, I mean,
Oh, God's sake.
It's
Come on.
that you talked about. It's interesting that when you talked about your experience with magic, you mentioned how you had to, be unalive to actually feel it and come back. And I'm in the middle of watching Iron Fist, and that's kind of what they're going through right now. He's like, I had to do that before I could come back this way. So it's interesting. I always think Stan Lee was on to stuff once you go back and watch the Marvel.
Well, there's that whole phrase, the death and the rebirth. You got to start taking it a little bit more literal, actually, in my opinion.
The Marvel universe is full of occult ideas, right?
Yeah.
Superhumans.
Yeah, the Avengers and all that.
Supernatural, yep.
It's all occult archetypes and ideas that they play with.
here's what paralysis feels like.
What?
I got a picture in the back.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, what?
That's paralysis right there. Is you literally feel
A
like
demon over you.
like
Shit.
you are looking straight into the eyes of a fucking demon. That's
So-
exactly. And you wake up.
That
in a lucid
that sounds
state.
like
I'd say
Go ahead.
Kev was more having like a lucid dream.
That's one theory, you know.
Yeah, like lucid and projection is kind of the same thing, where you're in control while you're in the dream state, just enough to know, like you said, where you have to consciously tell
A
yourself
placid sleep. I've had placid sleeps before.
for sure.
You feel like you're awake, but you're dreaming at the same time. I've been there, done that.
that
I think
sounds
Nick was saying
like
earlier, once you recognize the point, that's what kind of brings you back to the
Reality.
right. Or maybe it was Kev saying that earlier. I don't know, but either way, it's
that was me for sure. It was because I was in that book and I remembered like what I had read, and Dr. Monroe was like, the only thing that it takes for you to reconnect the astral to the physical is the thought that you want to,
right?
And that's
Great
what I did. And it was probably
point,
like
great
a
point.
second. It was probably like a second, maybe 2 seconds later, then I had like control of my body. But in that moment, though, it felt like a fucking eternity. It's hard to describe.
It's scary.
But
It
felt
is
like
scary,
fucking
Kev.
forever.
Fucking hell.
It
I
was
feel like Kev
terrifying.
had more
It was
than
terrifying.
sleep paralysis. Like, I think there's a difference between sleep paralysis
I've
and
had
what
it that much.
describing.
I got used to it.
No, that's
you
what
know.
Fatty's saying. That's what Fatty's saying. I definitely
There
did
is.
not experience sleep paralysis. That's what he's saying. Yeah, that's what Fatty's
There's a
saying.
huge difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the waking up scared,
So
literally scared, like you are dying. Like you wake up feeling like you are at the death's door.
That's how I heard
you're
alien
looking-
abductions described. Do you think they're the same thing?
Maybe.
Depends on if you wake up when they're.
I wouldn't contradict it. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get probed, so you know what I mean. It wasn't like
Oh, man, you missed
it was
the
like
best part.
self-induced.
I go on,
My shit
Kev.
was self-induced, you know.
I didn't get probed.
You've been probed. You just were too out of it.
Well,
So,
listen,
Flo,
all that
you
shit
feel
that they
like
tell you about the
you
peanut
know-
butter
Love
shot in the army is not all
Fucking
you
love
heard
it.
about. Trust me.
So, Flo, do you feel like these other spirits? Could you understand these and believe in these other entities or whatever?
I
you
believe
want-
there's a lot of entities about, yeah.
Okay, Daryl,
Fairies, vampires, wolves, they're all real.
Oh, right now.
I've talked to them.
Well, I'm not closed off to the idea of other entities. What I'm fairly, I won't say entirely 100,000% closed off to, but like it's got a long uphill slog is any of the organized Abrahamic religions.
No, I was just speaking on. I'm thinking about. We're talking about spirits and entities. And then I also know from people that I've talked to about astral projection is that they didn't protect themselves and other spirits came in.
For sure.
So when I have the Holy Spirit,
It's hard to learn.
when you have the Holy Spirit, no other spirits can come in. So that's
Exactly.
That's
when
one-
God's give you enlightening,
But you're
nobody
conscious
can beat you.
enough to know that you have
Poor Cynthia.
the Trinity around you. Right?
Nobody can even get a word out.
It's okay. Go ahead, Fatty. What'd you say?
Daryl, your mic is doing it again.
It's like when you're just conscious enough to know that you have that shield, the
Mhm.
Trinity. When you carry the Trinity
Right.
with you into astral projection, you keep the guard up and you don't let anything else approach you because
Well-
you will be approached. You absolutely will be approached and tempted.
The gentleman that I spoke to, he had a situation where he came back. Other people live there now because he left his body unattended.
Yes.
And so I
That-
think
that's very
sometimes
common.
people play around with stuff like this. And as Nick was
Mm-hmm.
bringing up, whether it be through music, through meditation, through podcasting, sometimes you can really get in some dangerous areas and unlock some doors that you can't lock back up, which is why I like to stay grounded in moments.
Tarot readers
such
face
as
the
this.
same issue
I-
when you open yourself up to the things, and it's inevitable that something's going to take that spot, and then
Right.
you come back to that spot and don't realize there's something else there until you start spurging out and calling people frat bag douche boys online.
So when Kev was speaking about his
I didn't mean to call
cousin-
you that. I was mad,
Sorry,
Fatty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but when Kev is speaking about his cousin, but then comes back and says, well, he was in a new place, but as soon as he left the place, he was normal again. So sometimes we could also be a hollow body, not necessarily a body full of good or bad, but just hollow. So this is something that I do take very, very serious. It is my spiritual life. We all have our own journey. Our own path looks different. I just encourage everyone to take it.
It's a fascinating subject because nobody knows what happens like once you take that dirt nap. But the one thing that we do know while we are here is there is a whole shitload of data of people that have these, like, we'll call them weird experiences. You know what I mean? That have like common denominators that are very, very similar. So it opens up it opens up a door for us all to walk through to have a discussion about the afterlife or reincarnation or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean? That's that door of like spirituality that rivals religious talk to a certain degree. You know, and it's a fascinating subject.
NDERF.org. I'm putting links in front and back. So when I was in jail, my mom would print me off these. She took the opportunity. The last time I got raided, and I knew I was stuck in jail until until like they decided where to send me. That the call to your mom is not fun. But I said, okay, since I'm in here and you've been trying to save my soul, I'll read whatever shit you send me. And so she sent me one of the things she sent me was a whole bunch of printed off near-death experience stories from nderf.org, and that shit is fascinating.
Yeah, I've even said that I was on 2 podcasts today talking about the whole black sun eclipse.
Yeah, it's definitely fascinating. You know, it's definitely fascinating.
What's the black sun
I
eclipse
don't want to
again?
like take up too much time, but my mom had an experience like that too. I think it was like 6 or 7 years old. She had to have a kidney and a liver transplant. She was dying.
Damn.
And I was in the fucking room when she flatlined.
Shit.
And the doctors came in, you know, wound up resuscitating her or whatever. I remember like the conversation that was being had in the room. I watched that fucking machine. I watched that shit flatline. Like I watched them resuscitate her. It took
That's
a
gonna
second,
leave
though,
emotional
maybe
scars,
like a
isn't
minute
it?
or two. But I remember that was a traumatic experience. But I remember them conversations that were being held between the nurses and my grandfather. And my mom used to tell me stories about that shit like later on in life when I was a teenager. And I used to tell her, it ain't
Reminding
no
you.
fucking way that you can remember them conversations. It ain't no way. Like I watched you fucking flatline, fool. Like I watched that machine, but she would spit back shit that was verbatim of them conversations. And then she told me the same shit. It was like the same shit that I experienced. She was like, I was up in the corner of the room, like watching everything that fucking unfolded. I was like, that ain't no fucking way, you know? But you can't tell me nothing about that though, because I was there. Like I was listening to the shit, to you know what I mean? I was listening to the banter, and I seen the machine. I seen her flatline, you know. So when she like regurgitated, I'm like, how the fuck? Like it ain't no fucking way this shit is
I've
possible.
watched
Like,
myself die 3 times.
but some way, shape, or form it was though. You know, she had like some recollection. I always used to try to like rationalize that, you know, up until I had that experience for myself. I'm like, okay, yeah, she might have flatlined, but maybe, you know what I mean? Like she was still able to listen to this, that, and the third. So I always thought she was crazy. She like, I was like above the room, like listening to everything and like watching everything unfold. And she said, she was like, in that moment, she was like, I just kept asking God, like, let me come back so I can raise my son. Like, let me get my son to 18, and then you can do with me what you want. I'm like, what the fuck? I always thought she was, I don't know, if crazy, quack, whatever. My mom was a little bit of a hippie or whatever the case may be, but yeah, I always thought it was, I guess I didn't know exactly what to think, but when that shit happened to me, you know, with the looking down at myself and my girlfriend, like, oh shit, like, I don't know, it hit different. And it probably won't make sense to a lot of people until you experience some shit like that, you know, but there's so many of us around the globe that have experienced shit like that, that it's like, for me, I'm all data edition. Like, let me pay attention to that. You know, it's too many people that have had like similar experiences.
Dude, there's a lot of indigo children being born these days.
The fuck is that?
remember multiple past lives that can describe to a T how they got the birthmarks on
What's
their
the
body.
indigo children?
Indigo children. Yeah.
What are those?
Kids that are being born with the full recollection of past lives. And while they're super young, while they're first learning to develop their speech, telling their parents about things of like how they died in past lives.
Weigh in, Nick. I see you making faces.
No, I was laughing at you. No, I will. All right, I do believe those exist. I just think, unfortunately, there's too many fake ones on YouTube.
Yeah, I think some of them are stories, but some of them, like the birthmark ones, are definitely something that I can see where, like, they're literally telling their parents about how all these birthmarks came upon their body, and it ends up being a person that died in a war from shrapnel. To the name, to the T, like their wives' names, their parents' names, like all kinds of like tangible information, like Kev, where we would bring receipts, right? And the parents start looking shit up, and they're just dumbfounded, like, holy shit, this is fucking weird. And then by the time they hit adolescence, start hitting the brain chemicals, start kicking in, you know, they don't necessarily remember it anymore.
I don't know, man. That's it. I don't know that I think that that's necessarily not a thing. It's just it's one of those things that it's so contaminated with fakes and shit like that that I don't even know how you'd begin to sort that. Sort of like Mandela effect. Could Mandela effect be something? Sure, it could be. Is it probably just groupthink? And I mean, groupthink and memory. What could be more reliable than the intersection of those two things?
I'm having a very big, very personal Mandela effect.
Well, if you want to share it with the class, you can. I'll probably shoot on it. I don't care how personal it is.
My flat Earth map that I saw in the 90s.
Yeah.
Had Mount Everest as the center of the map.
Okay.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
These old fucking hippies that I hung with, where I used to get my acid down in fucking Eugene, Oregon, their flat Earth map had Mount Everest at the center of the map. And it was a totally different spread of how the land works so that they could justify how the flight paths work. Okay, right? This is pre-Y2K, right? I was a flat earther like for a couple years pre-Y2K.
Go ahead.
But I can't find that map. I saw that map.
Okay.
That's not a Mandela effect. You just lost it.
No, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you.
Like barter fairs, fucking hippie fucking gatherings, like
okay.
Fucking
dude, I have Mandela effects with my lighter all the time then.
No. Who would scrub the internet? Who would benefit from scrubbing the internet?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I can't find I've spent years trying to find that map again, and I cannot, especially these days, like trying to hop up with Notch and Z.
You ever
and be
think
like,
it was a
dude,
drug?
check this out. Like, I can't find it.
You talking about Satanic Warrior?
Yeah.
You ever think about the drugs? It could have been the drugs.
Hey, I mean,
Chuck, it's
like
probably
drugs,
not the
but-
drugs.
Drugs like me.
It's probably he just lost something. It's not a thing at all.
Is this
Yeah,
it?
my brain.
Now, did you have in a
So it's
physical
close to that,
copy
yes. It's close to that.
or
But
the
it was like
internet
the-
copy?
It was the flat version where you can see the contours.
I'm
Right, so
I'm
you-
making it full screens, and you know what? I'll take the ticker off so that you can screenshot that shit or whatever you want to do.
Here, let me. There we
you
go.
So wait, are you telling me you had the real map, or you saw the map on the internet and then you no longer saw
This
it
is
on the
pre-internet, sweetheart. Like,
Okay, okay.
this was
So
like,
did
I
some?
mean-
How many times have you moved?
just a couple times, but these were like hippie dudes at like barter fairs and like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, don't you think somebody
Maybe a
would have
little-
scrubbed the net if it didn't align into what people wanted you to believe or follow?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of fucking drugs going around, but I know I saw it, and it was that picture.
Don't let Chuck dismiss
Take
you
that
as,
picture and
as,
put it flat.
things, as everything's just the drugs. Anyways, Chuck will blame everything on drugs if you let him.
I'm going by his story flow.
I will
You
too.
tell me,
Hippies,
but I'm
drugs.
right.
No,
drugs.
you're not.
In essence,
No, I'm
everything
not
we
wrong.
do is brain chemicals, which are drugs.
You wait till we get that electric chair for them dealers back out.
Okay, whoa. Okay, so I have a little bit of an argument for that. So, do you think that Jimi Hendrix would have gave us like the powerful music that he did without psychedelics?
He was a naturally gifted guitar player.
No, I
you
wonder the
think?
same thing about Santana.
Fucking acid underneath his sweatband when he went on for a stage. too.
Exactly.
Help him at
The
all.
guy will play the Star Spangled Banner with his teeth and shit. Like he was an amazing musician, but a lot
You know that
of that
song?
shit was
Excuse me
buried.
while
a
I
lot.
tip this guy.
Say
What a
again?
weird synchronicity.
What we'll do again, if the dono excess exceeds what the need is, then we'll make sure to put it where the need goes. Either way, we'll make sure.
That
Yeah,
taps
but okay,
into
let's say
when
like-
I was saying music is
Mhm.
mesmerizing. You tap into something else with music, and I bet, especially if you play it.
You take a half a tab. just a
So,
half a
but that's my point right there. Exactly.
Liberty
So let's just say hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, we never would have got the brilliance of Jimi Hendrix and a whole smorgasbord of other musicians without psychedelics or drug influence. Just
I
because
say we
it
wouldn't
was
be here
just
today.
because, but that's a truth though. That music that was produced, we cannot deny that. That is here now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's brilliant. We all enjoy it. So just because there was a gateway that was utilized by drugs, does that take away the truth of the music? You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that the music wasn't real? No, that's definitely real. It
No.
might have took them some other type of way to get there, whatever the case may be, or
Right.
some type of gateway or a
don't
drug
think
or,
that-
you know what I mean? Like an experience to unlock
Okay.
that shit. But what was unlocked is like physically here now. That's a truth. You
I
know? So
disagree
I
with
wonder
you.
that about like other
Where's
things as
your
well, you know?
proof? Where's your proof that he was under the influence when he was playing?
Oh, Santana's talked about it.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Marathon Kev.
Oh yeah, I'll be mute now when y'all talking. Like I'll be talking myself in the background. I don't want to over.
I don't think that. I think that claiming people need drugs to do great things like that is disempowering to the. And that's look. I've got no shade for drugs, right?
I don't think they needed it though. They didn't need it.
I
It was
don't think that they needed it either. I would agree with that.
So
the
going
point I
back,
was trying to make.
but going back to what you say, Marathon Kev, what you said, I absolutely agree with you. But I also think it goes a step further. Is they're actually making a sacrifice to create that music, and I wonder, is the sacrifice worth it in the end? We can look at all of these people who are amazing artists that something horrific happened to them, and you go back and look at their music and you realize they were predicting it all along. Nipsey Hussle, your
Welcome
guy.
to Jew Burger. Welcome to Jew Burger.
What?
Can I take your order?
I just don't. I
Welcome to
don't.
Good Burger.
I don't think that.
Oh.
I think that everybody's saying that like the whole narrative about the drugs being a central component in making their music good, I think is bullshit.
Why?
I've done a lot of drugs, and I can say that people do not function better on drugs.
But you're also not a musician by nature. These guys, it's just born in them. Have you ever seen that kid that you hand them a piano at the door?
Artsy people, look, whatever.
Yeah,
woo-woo brain people, artists, these sort of ungrounded personalities do worse on drugs than somebody who's rational.
I mean, maybe some
that.
type of drugs. Like myself, I play guitar, and anytime I'm on mushrooms, bro, it unlocks like some other shit, dog. I riff like way fucking different. My mind is in a different space. I'm like more connected with my body. Like it's different when I play guitar on mushrooms.
Y'all were just
I'm like,
describing
When you're under the influence, how do you know what it sounds like?
Oh, you can just
well, I record a lot. You know, I record a lot. Yeah,
y'all
I
were just
record a lot.
describing the effects of being on the opiates and how it was a foggy reality and you went into a different realm. Why would music not produce that same type of effect?
Because people who are on drugs as a way of life
Uh-huh.
don't function at higher
Or the
level. They can function in spite of it, but not. And it feels like you're doing more. Like this thing's helping you, but it's not.
So look
Yeah,
at like
for some,
Jim Morrison's
for
another
sure,
great
dog.
example. They right when they're
Can I
getting
eat,
into
guys?
it, right when they're getting into the expansion of the mind, right when they're breaking down the synapses and making new ones and getting that hyper focus where you can literally watch the notes come out of the speakers, right? You can watch the
Yeah.
bar chords, you can see the sheet music coming out of the speakers, like, and you're just so in the zone. But then, like 5 years later, you're fucking fried and you're dead.
You co-signing this, Cynthia?
You know, it
I have
really
heard
brings-
musicians talk about the music coming to life.
And Santana
for
mentioned
sure.
that too, though. Like in the first couple of years of doing those things, then yes, but then you end up like most
So-
starving artists do, where you're burnt
Yeah.
out and you're not getting that initial brain dope that you got in the beginning when you were first creating those new neural pathways.
There are some people, and there has been some musicians. I know Sid Barrett was one of them from Pink Floyd. They have synthenasia or something like that, where sound will actually create colors and visions.
Yeah,
So
no, 100% for sure. There's
Mhm.
like I said, like I'm a big proponent of mushrooms, and not, you know what I'm saying, not to advocate or like to tell anybody what to do, but just for me, myself, and I love, like I got my shirt on right now, Mr. Mushies. You know what I mean? I love the Mushies. But
I can say
yeah,
that
when
I've
I
never. It's on the whole, mushrooms is the most like just good experience I've ever had with a drug.
Yeah,
There's really no downside.
Not at all. Not at all. bro, it's helped me with like PTSD. You know what I mean? All kind of shit, like post-war traumas and just whatever. It's a total reset. But bro, I go like 7 grams. I'm out of here, Jack.
Bro.
You know, I'm to the point where I get to playing shit where I'm definitely seeing the notes. I'm seeing colors. I'm in a
my
different place, like a
question is,
DMT type place. you
Why
know, where
aren't
it's
you
all
manly
geometric.
enough to just handle your events without being traumatized? Are you?
What?
I'm just kidding. I was giving
Well,
him shit.
I have
for
a very
PTSD.
fucking strong feminine side, so fuck off. You know.
Only on the
Where's
5th of
my-
July and the 1st of June.
Can't wait to get my dick wet.
I can't wait to get my dick wet.
This motherfucker, man.
Some
What
of
is this,
oldest,
Patty?
the oldest petroglyphs on the flat Earth are mushroom symbols, and it's been argued
Oh, okay.
Those
that
aren't mushrooms.
humans actually, like, because of the mushroom,
I've heard this
became
theory.
what we are today, right? That it allowed us to have that third eye, that subconscious, right?
Yeah.
Like these old mushrooms.
You
Like,
know what this sounds like? This sounds like marketing.
yeah, it could be,
Stoned ape. The stoned ape theory is crazy though.
but it is, it is very true. There's tons of old mushroom petroglyphs.
No, I know, like one of my
Remember
favorite.
Fungi Flow? Remember Fungi Flow with his mushroom?
You know
and
what?
he always-
I just remixed his deal the other night for him and sent it over to him on the Facebook. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
I know he had a Cartoon Network did a little episode on him. He had a cartoon character.
Badass.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool. That was a
That
very
was pretty fun. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was not.
one of those things where
For
where
those
that-
who don't know what it is, about what, a year ago, a rapper Fungi Flow set the Guinness World Record for longest freestyle. He freestyled for how long? Like 3 fucking days or something. It was crazy.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
did not stop rapping.
Yeah,
dude,
50
for-
hours broke the record, but he went
What?
52 out of respect for the previous holder.
Yeah,
Like it was
Holy
wild.
shit.
Yeah, we
And
had
what's
And he
it
live
called?
streamed the whole thing, right?
Yep.
So
It's
you
called
like,
the
Yep.
fungi freestyle. Would you say, Flo?
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd like go to sleep and wake up. He's still going. I did that 2 times. And it's like, man, it was more exciting than any Super Bowl or anything.
That's
and then, like,
crazy,
you
bro.
commented in the chats, he would do a freestyle with you, well, like with your name and stuff.
Oh yeah. So people in the chat were giving him work, like he needed help thinking
Yeah,
a word.
Yeah, he was losing.
He had a guy
sleep
playing a
and stuff.
keyboard and a guy playing a djembe, and they'd kind of switch off and on. He had 2 or 3 guys playing the keyboard. And
He
just
had
everyone-
like he had Reiki healers who would like come up and like yell in his throat or
Yeah.
something. It was wild.
I still have
What?
all of that footage. I just
Wow,
never
that's
did
crazy.
anything with it.
I mean,
And there for
that's a
while,
hell of
there was
an
like
athletic
100
feat.
people,
Was
maybe
he
200,
tripping?
300 people
Like,
in
what,
chat,
or was
and
it-
it would go down to like 50 people and back up to like a few hundred. But
Well,
for the
I
whole
got
stream, there was at
something
least 50
like that.
people. And then the fucking, remember late night, the zebras came in and started fucking with him, dude.
Yeah, they were like, he would
Right?
do. Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
fucked up, dude. And he
Yeah,
totally
that was-
worked through it, dude. It
Yeah.
threw a huge wrench in it, and that fucking fairy
I
girlfriend
threw
of his
something
came
in the
and like
back.
did a little
Club.
Reiki sprinkle and shit, and like fucking got him all boosted up, and like, dude, he spent like fucking 6 hours just sitting in a freaking.
Yeah, we were there.
Dude, like he didn't physically move.
We were there.
Zoned to the max, dude, and like by
Wow.
the time he
Drugs
Oh my
are
gosh.
with him.
You can
That's
play this
wild, bro.
for it if you want.
energy, like in the chat,
me
you
to
can
share it?
literally feel the energy, like just
I'll
running
do
through
it.
all of the fucking world. It's amazing.
Oh, you
We
got it?
were there.
Never mind.
Are you sharing it or
Want me to? Okay,
I don't know what you're.
this was it.
Legend status, hero quota, you know that I'm low when I bitch really body this. Told him that it's more than a hobby. This ain't no JavaScript. I'm on this bitch, yeah. I'm on this bitch, yeah. We check that flow, you know we about to get our chips, yeah. I got my little guy on the side of the wall, and when I'm rhyming for y'all, told him I'm trying.
Cynthia, my short is way better.
Yeah,
my
feel like
bad.
I'm in my legend status.
Play yours.
No, it's not your bad. I'm just. You could have finished it. Because I got a little product placement in there.
Oh, what product placement do you have?
Yeah, he called out Flow State quite a few times in the rap.
Oh yeah, he sure did. He called me out as well, and then he said horrible stuff about me.
Oh shit, this is the wrong one.
Yeah, he said horrible stuff about me that Snafu said.
Yeah, that's when the zeros were putting shit in the lyrics, and he was just reading off the chat.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like, "Damn, Cynthia, the crew doesn't like you." I was like, "That's fucked up, crew. Fuck y'all."
I don't know you, but fuck you, bitch.
No, I know the crew. I know them. I can't believe they're my trolls. I was like, damn.
Yeah. That's
They
great.
put that in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, that's hey, you're immortalized. You're immortalized, though. You know,
I heard somebody pop backstage, and I just looked over, and you're gone.
Who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I literally just said. I heard somebody come in, but when I looked, they were gone. So, if whoever that was,
that guy. That's probably
No,
that
but
guy.
it was super cool. It was interesting to see. I have the Reiki healers when they're doing their I guess their breathing and their moving of the energy, and he even freestyles about how he felt it move. You know,
Was he sober for that, or was he?
No,
like-
I think he was drinking mushroom tea or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
he could get like a 10-minute break every so often to go to the bathroom, and he could stack the breaks. So like if he went past the break, the next break time, he could get 20 minutes. So he would stack them up to get like 30 to 40 minutes, and he would like take a cold shower and stuff just to get
Where
back.
there was a literal break in the freestyle.
So yeah, the
There
part
it
of the
is.
rules. Yeah, part of the rules is that every 2 hours you got a 10-minute break to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water,
Okay.
take a breath, whatever
Yeah.
you needed. So he'd go like 4 or 6 hours and then take like a half an hour break.
Oh,
And
okay.
then early in the
Okay.
morning, when he did that, he came back after that cold shower and he was on fire for like
Yeah, that's his
4
girlfriend.
hours, dude. Yeah, it was awesome.
Still fucking
Got the
impressive
shot that
either
we
way.
didn't wanted to get. Even people on the piece of like a gossip said. Is it poor form to throw flow state on this a word? Of course not. Flow state is so great, I stay up in it. Dancing for the people, y'all straight up winning. Product placement, baby, yeah, you know we in it. Big us hit a chance and you can go and get it. But we should probably collab as a sponsor, though. I'm just saying that'd be honorable. Hey, yo, put the flow state up while we drop it low. Hey, yeah, you know they probably got some about flowing states. Yeah, you know that I'd be out here, I'd be flowing great.
When-
How many more minutes? Somebody
When did you make that flow? What
Huh?
year, how long ago was that? It's gone now. But yeah, that was his girlfriend, and she
Yeah.
stayed and she danced with him the
Yeah.
whole time.
I wait. Daryl, your mic is still bad. Come back tomorrow.
So let me
No
ask you a
offense,
question.
but,
Was
like-
there any was there any stipulations about like rhyming, or could you just be up here saying anything like "I'll meet you in the library
You could say
tomorrow"?
anything. So I waited till the
Doing all
very
this shit,
last
I drive
hour.
a
He was-
car on the boulevard. Like, did you have to rhyme or anything, or you just keep talking the whole time? Or
I don't
It did have
even
to
know.
be. It did have to flow.
Yeah, he had a flow.
But I waited till the last hour to give him flow state. And if you listen to the words, he did the flow state thing, or he put my line in there, and then he realized what had happened after the fact because he had sponsors and shit. That's what he said. He's like, we should probably
Okay.
do a sponsor, be a sponsor though.
It was
Just saying.
interesting. It was interesting to see like he would be super, super tired, and then the chat would like hype him up, and he would start getting high energy again.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Crazy. Still impressive though. Either way, 3
Mhm.
fucking days of that. That's insane.
I still don't know what to think of Reiki healers. Like that shit looked weird, but
I don't
apparently
know,
he
some of that
believed in it.
Reiki shit. It's some
Remember
good ass shit.
Dominic Flo?
I
Yes,
don't-
with
oh,
the
yeah.
That Avatar. He used
Yeah.
to tell me I should check into that. I should look into becoming one of those.
He goes down rabbit holes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, it's something to that shit. Like I always been a super skeptic, you know. I either got to experience that shit for myself, or I need some like very significant data. But my youngest son's mom, she was like all hippie edition, and she did that. She's like a Reiki, whatever. She be doing all the shit and life coaching and all the shit. But she did this. She was like, let me just do the little Reiki healing session on you one time. And I'm like, all right, then I guess. You know, so I lay down and she do the candles and the sage and all the little albatross shell or whatever the fuck the shit is, you know?
I'm not gonna lie, I
not
peed in
humming
a
or
jar
whatever,
full of broken glass once.
What? Why?
Why would you do that?
Well, apparently you're supposed to pee in a jar of broken glass and bury it, and it's like a protection spell or something.
Oh yeah, it's a spell. Yeah, exactly. That's what baby mama.
I didn't actually get
spells
it
and shit,
buried,
too.
so it didn't work. I got raided like a week. I had a jar full of pee on the back patio.
You should have buried it, fool. See, you fucked up right there. You should have buried it.
Huh?
Aaron Corbin, that
What about
off guy.
Yeah.
That showed his gun that night.
Which night?
Say again.
I was talking to Flo. Do you remember Aaron Corbin?
Yeah, I remember, and I heard you say something. He showed his gun that night. What night?
He was showing me his papers that he's a Reiki shaman.
Mm.
And I said, "Say what?"
Isn't he the one that thinks he's Jesus?
That's Talcott.
No. Remember?
No.
Come on, he growled at Paul.
Different Aaron. Different Aaron.
Oh, that's Aaron Nazi, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Do you see this shit?
Yeah.
The Grand Lodge.
Ancient free.
Official proceedings of
Uh-oh.
the Grand Lodge. Official proceedings of the Grand Lodge, ancient, free, and accepted Masons of the state of Missouri from 1937. I got a bunch of shits like this. I don't know what to do with them.
Have you read them?
I've thumbed through them. It doesn't. It seems more like minutes from a meeting than.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know that I think that I'm the sort of person that has the skill set to be able to to glean information out of them either.
Gotcha. Yeah. That one's interesting though. Yeah, Missouri.
Yeah, I'm in Kansas City, and so I ended up with a bunch of these from. Well, I guess I can maybe not tell who, but anyways, I ended up with a bunch of these, and he doesn't want them back, and I don't know what to do with them. But
There's
I
a badass
thought
Masonic temple down
Dave
in-
wanted those.
Who?
Hoover.
Imp Dave.
Oh yeah.
Or no, Hoosier.
Hoover was interested in some. I got a bunch of stuff that I was trying to sell them to Rose. I kind of want to sell them because I think that they're worth money, but I also like kind of feel weird, like they're gonna come get me. Like, how did you get that shit?
Did you ever see if you could find the lodge?
I looked him up that one night that I brought it up, and the lodge is not still at the address that I had. I don't remember what it was, so I didn't look very much more after that. I don't know. It's possible that this same lodge moved. This stuff might just be from a closed down lodge, which is how it ended up in my possession. You know,
Could be. Wouldn't be so bad, but it's got people's actual names and stuff in there, doesn't it?
yeah, but from like the 30s and like old stuff.
Oh, I thought you had some recent.
There might be a little bit of more recent stuff, but I bet the lion's share of them are not still alive. I think the very newest thing I have is like mid 90s, but most of it was older than that.
statute of limitations, you know.
On what? I came by this shit honestly.
For all you Freemasons listening.
Oh, I'm sure they're
nice,
scouting.
There's a nice pimp will show up at your front door.
Throw me in the water, find out I weigh more than a duck, and that's feeding to me. Well, Nick teaches some stuff.
Yeah, you never told us your outer body experience. Your
Yeah, he kind of did, but
he shortened the story though. Yeah, he shortened it.
You got the Reader's Digest.
Oh no, I think I ended up just something ended up coming up. Well, yeah, I started talking about one I do want to at least mention too that there was no drugs involved either for me.
You hear that, Chuck?
Yeah, I wasn't
Chuck.
Good at the time.
I didn't hear him mention drugs the first time.
No, I just I do like to mention that because a lot of people take it like, oh, you must have been taking mushrooms or hallucinogenics or something. No.
Yeah.
Do you do drugs at
Well,
all?
they don't call them hallucinogenics for nothing.
I mean, drugs is an easy cop out for every sort of thing. It's a mental cop out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That happened because of drugs. This person's crazy because of
I'll
drugs.
say that
if you're
with
gonna
your
have
hallucinogenics, LSD, things like that is what I'm talking about.
If you're gonna have an
hallucinogenic.
if you're gonna have an outer body experience, wouldn't you want to have one, say, through self meditation off of drugs versus one with through drugs?
Sure. I mean, I would think that would be preferable, absolutely. But I've done a lot of drugs, and I've never had any of these things happen. Right? I don't, and drugs become normal. I don't know. It's just it's a mental cop out. People use the drug excuse as a mental cop out for why things happen.
Did you do drugs and want to have this experience? Did you ever
No.
in the moment?
I never did any drugs for like a spiritual awakening or anything. It was always recreation. I was always just looking to party.
Do you think that maybe perhaps the energy you put into the drugs gave back the energy back, and versus somebody who was trying to have that experience, they would have a different energy come back to them?
I think that people can dilute themselves. Like we've all been around somebody who gets drunk and I love you, man, right? Like that sort of shit. What I did not want to have happen is that sort of shit, and then maybe like I'm gonna have a spiritual experience, and then like convince myself that I saw Buddha or something stupid.
Gotcha. I think most folks that I was around on hallucinogens when they were trying to have an experience didn't have shit, and when you just let yourself be fucking and just let yourself go is when cool things happen. But you can have a bad trip at any point in time, but it's all about your mindset before you go into it. You really got to be aware that's most people in their first experiences have bad trips because they're paranoid and they see faces. They see faces.
I've never had a bad trip.
I've never had a bad trip either, and I think that's all about having like a bad guide. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that doesn't know how to properly let you know what the fuck you're finna align yourself with. You know,
you don't just
make sure your ducks are in a row. Make sure you don't got too much chaotic shit going on in your life,
and then
make sure
just
your environment is like nice. You know, yes, and be aware that you might go to a dark place, but you finna bounce back from that though. You know,
dude,
you finna bounce back.
We took a bunch of acid when I was fucking chasing hailstorms down in Kansas, and I told Flo about this. There's a
got cows
Boston market in North Kansas City. We got all fucked up on shrooms and acid, and fucking we're up for like 2 or 3 days tripping balls. Went into a freaking Boston market and ordered a bunch
of potent shrooms.
Dude, we sat down at the table with 2 whole chickens, right? And sat there like 4 grown ass men, dude, and fucking giggled like schoolgirls for like 3 hours, dude. And didn't take a single bite of food, and had these full on conversations and didn't say a fucking word other than giggles, bro.
The last time I took shrooms, I was at a house party, and I went in the back computer. I left the party, and I sat this dude had a huge potted fern or some shit. It was like a big, and me and the plant hung out, and we just because everybody else was stupid as shit, and so we just sort of sat there and mocked the people as they would walk by the door. It was a great time.
My buddy Dusty likes to build fences, dude. He'll go out into the yard and just he'll go out by himself, and he will build imaginary fences out in the yard and guard his area.
I got to tell you something. Those shrooms, it's meth.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nobody builds fences to guard their shit on shrooms, man.
I know. He's more of a crackhead though.
I'm just saying, that's not true.
That was probably more the coke. Yeah.
What do they call that shit? They call it a speedball, like when you mix a couple. But what do you call it when you mix mushrooms with some other shit? Like
hippie flipping?
He had a cocktail. He was definitely He was all what's the dude from Fear and Loathing Las Vegas? What's that guy? Hunter S. Thompson edition.
Yeah, fucking,
You know?
yeah. What did he call his?
Oh,
I feel like it's my duty right now, my maybe TOS obligation to tell people that we do not advocate drugs. We do not advocate or violence, cussing. We don't advocate any bad things, anything illegal. Stay pure, stay virgin.
Make sure that you are all Tom Cruise before Scientology edition. You feel me?
The only ghost that lives over here is the Holy Ghost.
Wooga booga booga booga.
Ghost.
What do you want, sweetheart? Come on.
Yeah.
The Holy Ghost.
Yes. The Holy Ghost. Nobody can describe
In case
the Holy Ghost.
if this question's about the chicken story, then yeah, he said he was by downtown, I believe. Right?
Kansas City, Missouri, probably right. Okay.
There ain't much else to do in Kansas City, is there?
Drugs? Is that what you're suggesting?
Talking to dead chickens.
Dead pigeons? Did you say dead
Chickens.
pigeons? Oh, I
Chickens.
was like, damn. Okay, Mike Tyson, like pet cemetery over there. What the fuck going on?
You get barbecue, you can,
Oh,
do
we
some
had
things.
pigeons in St. Louis. Shit, they was everywhere.
St. Louis is, even though it's bigger than Kansas City, it's definitely weaker than Kansas City.
Isn't it the
It's
same though?
It's almost dead now, Flo.
Geographically, they're the same size. St. Louis has more people in it.
Okay.
Kansas City's pretty spread out.
What's the city? What's the city down there that's like split between the states?
Kansas City.
It's Kansas City. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not Kansas City,
Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Most of Kansas City is in Missouri, which is always fun when like you go to a concert because 8 out of 10 of them will be like, "What's up, Kansas?" and not realize that we're in Missouri.
That's messed up.
See you outside, DJ. You done diddly fucked up. Missouri, bitch. Yeah, that's dark. Yeah, I don't know. That's dark.
Missouri is better than Kansas for anybody who's not sure about that.
Which one has the arc? Is it Kansas?
No, that's in St.
The
Louis.
Arch,
That's in
St. Louis,
Louis.
Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, down right there on the
Yeah,
river
I'm
front.
all together tripping.
What was third grade like for you?
I got scrogged by, Mrs. Weckworth. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Tara, are you in Kansas? I see you saying shit about. Are you in Kansas City too? Yeah, must be another Kansas Cityan. There's a handful of us, I run into quite a few people. If Mitch is
Is that
still
where you
down
from?
there,
You from Kansas City?
yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that, bro. You in the I'm in the Midwest too. I didn't know you was out here. I thought you was in like the Pacific Northwest for whatever reason.
No.
Izzy stood me up.
He
today.
says
We were
Missouri
supposed to
like
have
Missouri.
coffee.
It's actually Missouri.
No, it's Missouri if you're from like a swamp.
Oh, down yonder holler.
It's Missouri if you've got class and charisma.
Yonder swaller. Mm-hmm.
And dignity. Don't forget about the dignity. Yes.
You don't live in a flyover state and have dignity, bro.
Hi.
Sure, you
It's
don't
like-
have a bunch of mushroom tips as your background and have dignity.
Yeah,
That's
call yourself
true.
a straight man.
No one
Oh,
ever
he's
accused me
got the
of
penis
straight.
envies. Those are definitely penis envies.
What was that? I didn't even see what that was. What did he flash on screen?
Hybrids.
Those are, yeah.
Where in the fuck do you find these people?
I don't know.
I think
They
those
just show up
was
out of
that a
nowhere.
butt plug?
What?
No.
Born and
That's
raised.
crazy.
I was
Definitely not a butt plug.
born and raised. Well, I was born in Independence, raised in South Kansas City, and now I live out in Olathe. Even though I hate Kansas,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what? The Kansas City, Missouri school districts are garbage. They weren't even accredited until like 2003 or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like really like the worst in the country, and I'm not sending all these teenagers to fucking Catholic school.
Yeah.
I'm a podcaster. I'm broke.
There must be somebody in my area
Yeah,
here.
that's what
that
I'm not doing.
Must watch your show, Flo.
Huh?
I said there must be somebody in my area that watches your show. I
Why?
was at the Walmart the other night with my daughter picking up some last minute groceries. And as we're checking out, this dude walked over to me. He tugs on the back of my shirt. He says, "Hey, Chuck, is that you?" And I turned around and I'm looking at him. This guy's got, what do they call them? Sleeves, where his arms are all tattooed
Sleeve
up.
tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, "Hey, Chuck, good to see you." And he walks away. And my daughter says, "Well, who is that?" I go, "I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know anybody down here." And she says, "That's because of all that damn internet stuff you do on that YouTube."
I mean,
said, "I guess."
Probably.
I mean, it would be weird to me. I've never been recognized in public.
Really? You haven't?
Well,
You
I've
haven't?
never been approached in public. I'm not an approachable person when I'm just walking around doing my shit, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a dick.
Even
I'm a
I've
dick,
never-
and I spent enough time. Like when I was younger and I worked downtown, I would take the metro, and when you're a white guy who smokes menthols and you're waiting at bus stops,
yeah.
you get good at like the fuck off posturing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You got a resting bitch face for the man edition.
Resting murderer face.
That's what I meant.
It gives off those psycho vibes, you know? Keep them away.
For sure.
Keep them at bay.
I've never been recognized off the internet either, but if I saw you, Flo, to be honest, I'd be like, Flo! bro. I'll definitely pull up on you like, what's up, fool? You know?
No, yeah, and
But
I would
yeah.
hope so. But yeah, no, I've never been approached by somebody who just recognized me from YouTube.
Yeah. It probably would be weird. You're like, damn.
I've been recognized and it is kind of weird, and then you just realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it catches you off guard.
Trust and believe. If I got recognized, you would all know about it because I'd be in here. I'd be like, guys, I'm famous now. But
what made it weird for you though?
You all bad to me, you peasants.
It
What'd
was
you
in
say?
my apartments. I was
I've
walking.
officially made it.
I was walking the parking lot in my apartments, and somebody was sitting on their balcony. and
Lot
he said,
lizard.
Oh, no.
"No, I had two
That's
dogs.
foul.
And you know, I take my dog's mom responsibilities very
Walking
serious.
the dog, huh?
For walk. Chuck, don't play.
Oh, no.
Chuck,
That was crazy.
I know.
she was walking her panda.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're
I
not. You're a
couldn't
messy
resist.
girl. You're a messy little girl. Is what you are.
I would have said that no matter who said it. You left the door open on that one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm the one sitting here in the red light district.
My sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I gotta
I
get
never
it
recognized it.
sighted back in.
Jesus, Chuck. This is crazy.
Go ahead, Chucky. I don't mean to
When
cut you
Patty
off.
was talking about how he lost that map, I was thinking, I lost, and he'd been looking for it ever since. I was like, I lost, and when I was in Vegas, right, I fell in love with this stripper at the Sapphire Lounge. I haven't been able to find her ever since. She's fantastic. This chick was such a hustler. So we were at a bachelor party. We got the VIP thing, which is underneath the main stage. The floors are glass in the stage. When they started funneling the girls in the VIP area, this chick had done enough research on us to know to pretend like she went to Shawnee Mission North, a high school out here in one of the suburbs of Kansas City. Even though I knew that she was lying, you have to respect that amount of like tenacity in a stripper to do research on clients. Like that's good.
On the fly like that too. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, we used that as a
All right,
tactic.
bitch. I'll tip you another 5 ones. That shit was nice, but
Go ahead, Cynthia.
don't
They
try me
cut
no
you
more.
off twice.
You gotta
Oh, no,
tip
that
the
was just
bartender like
it.
$5 or $10 to give you the name off the credit card though, because you
Like
always
that
keep the
3
card and
times.
hold your tab. So you can get the number, you get all the
No.
information off the guy's credit card in like 5 minutes, and dude, she'd be
I
scamming.
walked in there with a specific amount of cash,
Yeah.
and I walked out with none of it.
Why did you even go in the club? Just
Well, I
How
had a
much- how much
blast.
did you take? How much did you take? 100 or 2?
I took like $300, I think.
Okay. All right, you could come on in.
Yeah.
About $40 worth of quarters is all you need.
Well,
that is like an impressive skill set to be a low budget scammer in a strip club.
A low budget scammer. What?
Yeah,
But
no,
she wasn't.
well, for
no, but
sure
she was. Here's the most impressive thing, though. Maybe I shouldn't.
What?
No, go ahead.
You should.
Just
You're
redact
safe.
the story where you need to.
Don't,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't give any details.
You have to ask yourself, should
It's-
I?
Okay.
Yes, you
It's
should.
a safe place.
You know what? Chuck's freaks me out. I don't know if I feel
Oh,
safe.
Chuck, you little messy little girl.
Well, you know, you gotta
The
watch
most impressive thing. Okay,
information.
so strippers are typically greedy, right? And at the end of the night, I said, "Here, I want you to dance 4 more songs or until I get off." And she was able to size me up enough to know that I was not bluffing, and she could not extract more cash out of me. And that was the fastest hand job I've ever had.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay,
Doing
gotcha.
work.
Oh, you told that story before.
I ain't nothing
Have
wrong
I?
with that.
Yeah. Except you said it was your hand, not hers.
Right.
Oh, you jerked yourself off?
Here, no, I didn't jerk myself off. Chuck is
Oh,
being
yeah,
Chuck.
oh, Jesus Christ. You
You know,
should have just kept your money and went home, fool.
Right?
I'm like fucking.
I could have gone home and had Chuck do it for free.
Oh, whoa. Who was that
Let me open
on
up a
that
live. Hey,
night
Chuck.
that said they went to the strip club and the girl he went to high school with or something took him in the back room for the VIP
Oh,
thing?
that was I-Fi.
Was that I-Fi?
Yeah.
And then got mad about it because he had to pay?
Yeah.
No wonder he's so jaded.
I don't know what to do.
No, it's deeper than that.
This got dark. This got real dark.
Because Chuck, messy little girl.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us more, Nick, about you, because obviously we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick
Yes,
Nick does a
please.
lot of interesting shit, and we're sitting here talking about my hand jobs.
No, you guys are sitting there talking about your damn hand job. We trying to hear from Nick.
It was a really
Matter of
good
fact, does
hand
Nick
job.
Nick, do you got a channel? You got a
Yeah,
channel,
you
bro?
did mention
Oh, yeah.
you have a show. What is your show about? And
Yeah,
can you
can
tell
somebody
us
put
more
the
about
link?
it?
Can somebody drop bro's link?
I got
Yeah,
Alright, good.
the occult rejects.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a podcast that I have. It's probably going on about 4 years now. When I started it, I just had one co-host, but now I probably have about 8 people that I use consistently. Not all at the same time, but 4 or 5 at a time that I record for different shows, and it's kind of turned into something pretty crazy.
And do you choose them based off the topic? Like some have.
Yes, oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. Some I know are a little bit better with certain topics than others. You know, especially if I want to get into basically just all occultism.
Mhm.
You know, there's certain people I know that are better for other things, and I won't use them for that.
Well, if you ever need somebody who smokes cigarettes and make one-liners, holler at your boy.
Oh yeah, oh for sure, yeah, no. But yeah, that's I got that, and we drop 2 shows a week, and it's on podcasts, and it's also on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube.
Nice. So you're on Spotify and Apple.
Yeah.
Are you? How are you enjoying that experience with them, with those 2 platforms, Spotify and Apple?
I mean, so far I haven't had anybody have any complaints. So
Are they promoting you? Are they doing a good job of getting your show out there?
I would think so. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have not looked at my clicks in probably over a year because I don't want to start determining what I cover by what shows go better. Because you'll start doing that, unfortunately. But last time I really checked, I mean, I was doing more than what my videos are at. So, I mean,
No, I was just
Happy
speaking
with
overall general. Like, are you happy
Yeah.
with the platform? You know how sometimes you can get on YouTube and it can take you forever versus was it the same experience? But
believe it or not, I think my YouTube channel probably jumped faster, but then kind of,
okay.
but than the audio was. You know, the audio was 4 years to get where it's at now.
You really got to self promote it and put it out there and link it into everything else you're doing, and
That or be luck out and go on bigger shows that end up promoting you, and then people just find your stuff that way.
Like Flow State.
Yeah, networking. It's all networking for sure.
What is
like
going on like bigger shows?
Shows.
Yeah,
Now,
I
this
mean,
is your first time up here.
Yeah.
And how did you find Flow tonight?
Well, I've been following
OnlyFans. OnlyFans. Don't lie.
I mean, totally honest with you, I'm pretty
I
sure I've
subscribe
seen
to his OnlyFans. Never mind.
seen you in my chat before. I'm pretty sure you follow me on YouTube, so that's why.
I follow him, and I've seen him here in the chat before too. This is the first time he's come up.
Yeah, Flow's everywhere, man.
I ain't
Fuck.
doing nothing. I was like, I know the guy looks at my shit, and I look at his shit. I might as well jump on the show. Plus, you were talking about like weird stuff, so I was like, oh, here's my chance.
Yeah.
First time I came onto the Flow State
We're
program.
like next to each other in the bathroom, you know, at the
was-
urinals. He started
I feel
looking
like
at my
I
stuff. I
have
was
a-
looking at his stuff. I'm like,
I have
fuck
a sanctuary for disagreeable people, and it sounds like you're a disagreeable person.
Hell yeah.
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 It
And he's
hasn't
like-
really been too adversarial up here tonight, though. It's actually been a pretty good, no pun intended. It's been a good flow to the conversation, though.
I like how you did that. Way to
You
work
like
that
that?
in. Yeah, that's good.
Fuck yeah.
New moon energy.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
New moon energy. Is it new moon?
Yeah.
Is it?
Is that that's not a full moon though? It's after
No,
the full
it's
moon.
not. It's a
New moon's
It's
mellow.
a new moon.
Even coming into
Vedic. What do you think about Vedic astrology?
Who you asking?
And compared to the others, it's I don't know. It's
It's
all about
way
energy.
better.
I think they're all the same when it comes to just the energy concept of it. That everything is stardust and everything is working and bouncing off each other. Just electrons and neutrons and
Well, I
protons.
mean yeah, sure. Everything boils down to that.
I mean, that's
Like yeah.
I don't know much about Vedic astrology, but I know when it comes to sidereal and tropical, there is a difference in like the size of the zodiacs. I don't know if that other one does that, but that could cause a difference.
So Vedic, it shifts. It accounts for the tilt of the Earth or something. Is what
Oh, okay.
So it's so like I'm a Sagittarius in Western, and I'm a Scorpio Sun in Vedic. I found Vedic to be infinitely more accurate than before I knew about Vedic, I thought astrology was just a way to talk to girls at bars. I didn't put any stock in it at all. But when somebody pulled my Vedic chart, it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
That's how I feel
What
about.
are the I'm sorry, sister. Just to ask a quick question. What were those two called? Vedic and what?
Vedic and Western. Western is the normal one we're all used to, and Vedic is like what they use in India.
How do
If
you
you
spell
ever
that?
talk
How
to
do you spell Vedic? How do you spell that?
VEDIC.
Okay.
Would you put how much weight would you put into that versus the personality test, or would you use a combination of both?
So for me, they align. But I think that they're so the personality test thing. The difference is that astrology is the only one that tells you shit without you giving the inputs, right? Like it just is what it is. You don't really get any say in what inputs you feed it. With all the other stuff, it's self-reporting and self-assessment to a large degree. So if you have one confirming the other, of course they validate each other, but I think that there's more value in the one that is less subjective.
And some of that can be argued as apophenia, where we just see patterns and we're given information that we resonate with or that we can rationalize and justify with.
It could be, but I waited to get too excited about it until like I presented it to other people, right? And I presented it in a very sterile way, right? Like my ex-wife, I had no idea she was into astrology, but when actually her brother brought it up when we were talking, and she found out that I was a Scorpio in this system, she went, "Oh my God, That makes so much sense. It always bothered me that you don't seem like a Sagittarius. I was like, it did? I didn't know that. But so yeah, I kind of try to use other people's reactions to calibrate my shit.
No, that's fascinating. Actually, I asked you that because you know, I'm a Leo according to the charts or whatever the fuck the shit is called that we're familiar with. That's probably the Western shit. Well, Leos are like super boisterous. They always got to be at the front and center, you know, like attention whores and this, that, and the third. But they always got to like do some extra shit to be at the front, like front and center. And I never identify with that. I'm like, I can do that.
What about
if I
those
need to.
chains? Do they identify with that?
You son of a bitch. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. But no, that's why I asked you about that Vedic shit or whatever the case. Because I always feel like I identify with more like the Cancer sign or whatever. And I'm on the cusp of that or whatever the case may be. But that's more like laid back and shit like that. Well, Leos, I know some Leos that are just crazy, bro. They gotta like, you know, the one upper, like the traditional one upper. That's like the traditional Leo. Like, okay, you tell a story.
Spring
Cute
baby.
story, bro. Check this out though. Like, hold my.
Are you
beard,
one upping
you know?
your surprised at how much more you relate to a different system that you don't even know about yet?
Oh, crazy. Maybe I am a Leo.
But no, I put a link in the chat to Astro Sage, which is where I got.
Okay.
You can get a free chart from them, which is pretty good. I still don't even understand the shit enough to know how to read and how I don't know
It's
all the
complicated,
aspects.
man. It's
Like,
like
it's
really
just a lot of
complicated.
moving parts.
It is though. Like, okay, so my son's mom, my youngest son's mom, she was asking me all these questions and shit. She's the same like Reiki healer. She's like, what was the specific time you were born? Like, you know, I'm like 1258, 1259. I want to do your birth chart and all this. I'm
That's
like,
all
what the fuck is
numerology
a
birth
birth
chart.
chart? Like, I didn't know anything about that shit. But she started breaking some shit down to me. I'm like, oh, I'm not really with the hippie like hocus pocus shit, but damn, you know what I mean? I can't deny like certain shit she was saying. I'm like, damn, that kind of does align with, you know, who I am as a person or whatever the case. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
no,
else?
and I found like the more I learn about it, like the more all of the components of Vedic seem to fit, right? Because I'm a Scorpio sun, Aries moon, Gemini rising.
Yeah, the rising and all the shit. Yeah.
Right. And so
Mhm.
like that basically if you break it all down and understand how they all work, like that's pretty accurate of my personality, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually weird. Yeah, it was weird for me too. Like when she broke the whole birth chart down, I was like, oh shit. You know?
Like I if Aheem's is down there, it's probably too late for her, but she can tell me like she's dangerous with that shit. Yeah. Some people can be dangerous with it.
Yep. It's
And
amazing.
you know what? One of the things she told me is I would be my money situation was gonna be bad until January. So if you're watching and if you're enjoying yourself and if you want to help make my next month and a half less miserable, hit one of the dono links. They're dropping right now.
Yeah, that's right. For sure. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Flo, appreciate you as always. Fatty, good seeing you. Nice meeting the rest of y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Peace,
You know,
man.
we got the
I'm
big
gone.
debate coming up in a couple nights again.
What debate?
Who's Mel facing off with this week? Sinner?
Oh shit. Well, I'll be there. I didn't know about it, but I'll be there.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sunday night, I think. Yeah.
I'll see y'all there. Flo, I'm sure I'll see you on the next live. I'm out of here, y'all.
Hey, be good.
Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna head out to you guys. It was a great conversation tonight. I enjoyed meeting you, Nick. It was good seeing you again, Fatty. Chuck, you're still a messy little girl. I'll see you later, Flo.
Hey, take it easy.
bye.
Thanks for coming up.
DJ Cynthia.
So I'm probably
I've had this deck for probably 35.
What is it,
33
tarot deck?
34 years. Yeah, dude, and it's been like fucking on the money the past fucking few months. pretty much since last spring, actually.
I don't know what to do with tarot cards. Like some people I think are just completely bullshit at it, and some people I think are just convincing enough to, I don't know.
Right. You ever see a guy use dowsing rods to find water and shit like that?
Apparently, I have a great uncle who did that shit or something, but no, I haven't seen it.
Bro, this guy that we work with on our silver mines up here, he's a dowser.
On our silver mines? Hold on. What did you just glance over?
Yeah, I got a bunch of silver mines up here.
Okay. Are they yours?
Yeah, I got 3 patented 40-acre claims that are like pre World War I patented land in national forest. So it's actual real estate surrounded by national forest with adits like old, tunnel systems.
And that shit's yours?
Yeah. Yeah, like
I'm gonna drop my dono links again. Go on.
this big piece.
What happened here? How did I get full
claim
screen?
a couple weeks ago? It's probably got
Well, we can't see you because you're.
hard to tell, but this probably got like, I don't know, 8 or 10 ounces of freaking gold in it.
Look at those mushrooms. I feel like
that's all silvery and like gold layered, but like it's
didn't see a thing.
It's on bimetallic ridge, and it's old World War I workings, pre-World War II workings. 1/3 of all silver dollars ever minted came out of North Idaho. Between North Idaho, Colorado, and Australia, there's enough silver ore on the ground right now ready to process that they can bank on what the cost of silver is going to be. It's a commodity just like corn, right? Gold is not a commodity, right? You can go find gold. People can get a hot strike and flood the market and saturate the market, right? So with silver, you got enough ore on the ground pre-harvested that you can say what the cost is going to be overall for the next 3 to 5 years. So you can bank on your corporate projections, where you're going to drill, where your workings are going to go, if or not you get busted by MSHA. But fucking yeah, dude. Fuck silver.
Fuck silver?
Toxic shit. There's more toxic shit in those rocks than anything else. It's so hard to get silver out of rocks. You lose everything else valuable. Most of it's
yeah. If you fucking around with rocks, if you're a big dog, you go straight to the bar.
Like arsenic, so you got to use like sulfur tables and like heavy like yeah, it's very toxic. But those silver mines are great for growing mushrooms.
I mean, I think they'd be good for mining. If I had a silver mine, I just don't think that the mushroom growing opportunity would be what I'd be excited about.
It actually, yeah. It's fucked up though, right? Because
like all you need is cow shit, right?
No, not really. Just it's the same thing as oil, okay? Because we pump our oil, but we're pumping thin oil, right? That's full of like salt because it's out of like the ancient salt beds underneath Kansas and Texas and Oklahoma, right? Mm-hmm. We take Canada's oil and we refine Canada's oil. We can't even refine our own oil. Okay, I'm in the same situation. All the refineries have their own batch going of their own ore that they're harvesting from their own mines, right? So even if I had a dump truck load, right? Say I had a 30-ton load, and I'm going to go put that 30-ton load into their million-ton load. They're not going to work their whole fucking system just to get my dump truck.
Why am I this childish?
It's not.
Why has my mental development been stunted at like 12?
I lived in the same shit.
Like, man, that's a big fucking load.
You would think, right? But when you're, like your dump truck is this compared to the whole fucking house, right? They're not going to take my load and put it into their load.
God bless us. What do you think about this? This is the last. All right, let me. Enough about loads for a minute.
Can I dump a load right quick?
God damn it! I'm gonna dump you off stage. Have you read this? Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
What do you think about it? This is the last. It was an impulse purchase. I don't know shit about it, but I bought it.
Read that book for sure. Read that book. There's a lot of old stuff in there, and if you were to go back and even look where he got that stuff from, you might learn some stuff from the people.
So, I've listened to a little bit of occult podcasts, and I've thumbed through. You know, I've read maybe it's read solidly a fifth of Secret Teachings of All Ages. Is this gonna be? Do I need to intro into something? This seems stout, or do you think this is something that I could just go right into and be all right with it?
I think that's a good book.
Do like 2 pages.
What's good in there is that it does get into like, it'll show you like gematria, magic squares, and just a whole bunch of different. I really do highly suggest checking that book.
What do you
geometry?
What do you think about gematria?
I fuck with it. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, unfortunately, I think too many people fuck with it, and that make mounds out of mold, whatever. It's too many. Again, like I was saying before with the Indigo Children, I'm sure there's some people that exist like that, but unfortunately, 90% of them on YouTube are probably fucking fake. So you get people who mess with gematria and like
Shout out Zach Hubbard.
Don't know exactly what they're doing, or they will kind of go off on like the smallest little things. To me, when I mess with numbers, if I'm gonna even bother like start trying to use that, it has to go along with other stuff besides just numbers.
Yeah, I agree. That's where it loses me, especially there's so many ciphers. I'm
gonna be totally honest with you. I mean, for the most part, it's probably just gonna be English or Hebrew or Greek.
I feel
these other ciphers, I feel like it's like a little like.
If you add in all that shit, you can make you can give yourself an unlimited number of different ways to come to the conclusion that you want to, and at that point, it just loses everything.
Everybody gets a fortune cookie once in their life that they think is going to fucking come true.
I don't know what that means. You're saying that
anybody can open a fortune cookie at any point in time and resonate with that fortune.
Yeah, so the suggestibility component is one that you try to neutralize for.
Well, it's just apophenia. We find things that we're looking for. Mm-hmm. It's just human nature. It's like looking at a cloud and seeing a dick. You know what I mean? Or a crocodile, depending on your point of view.
Somebody paid for this man to sit in the basement again. What about life path numbers? Now, let me preface this. I learned about life path numbers from my ex-wife. I'm probably the main reason that I like them is because I'm a master number, and that sounds cool.
Right.
Is this? What do you think? Do you put any stock in that in the life path numbers?
I never really put too much stock into it, but it's interesting to play with numbers, though.
The numerology stuff, and it ties into what you were saying earlier about the birth dates and the time and place of where you were born, type of thing.
Yes, it does.
But it's all about what resonates with you, bro.
Mm.
And if it doesn't resonate with you, you just leave it on the table.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
The whole thing, though, is that it's suggestive enough without having to know anything about anybody that I can literally, I could pull a card out without meaning or without context and just say, this card means this, and somebody somewhere will resonate with that generality of being in a place of change, right? We all feel this energy right now where it's fall, right? We're coming in from Libra season where we're in that very judgmental state of late summer and coming into the Scorpio stage of having just been judged. And now we're coming into the winter and we know that we have to plan for next spring, right? So just that concept of the cycle of that winter to spring, the rebirth in the spring, the dying off in the fall, playing into that alone, is very characteristic of some of the, of the grifting side of that shit. So to say. But anybody can resonate with anything at any point in time.
I disagree with that.
If you want to. And you just don't want to right now.
I mean,
well, if you're a good magician, you make somebody resonate to you anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the messaging can be interpreted.
Yeah.
I guess, 2 different ways by 2 different people, 10 different ways by 10 different people. Everybody's going to take it differently.
Yeah, that's how like I say that a lot. You put a rose in the middle of like 8 people, and everybody's looking at it. Everybody's going to have a different depiction of it.
Right.
So everybody's looking at it at a different angle.
That's part of the issue with the.
We'll think that it's beautiful, right? Because we're trained to think that things like that are beautiful and delicate, and we'll pull towards that tendency to. If you have the flower sitting in the middle of a bunch of people, and you say, "Okay, now imagine that I walk up and stomp on that flower." That pulls the energy out of it. It's the appeal to emotion. It's the appeal to fucking authority. It's the appeal fallacies, right, that we deal with every day. It's the words and the language that we use that pull the emotion out of ourselves, and even just simple things like when somebody's pissed off, saying you shouldn't feel that way. I'm telling you now how you should feel.
Yeah, that is interesting, right?
That's a total fucking.
It's a mind fuck in itself.
Yeah, and we buy into the words, but not the meanings behind them anymore. We've cross-drawn these fucking.
It's like when your parents told you because I said so. It's an empty fucking.
Right.
There's no answer there. It's basically I just want you to do what the fuck I want you to do.
Just because that's the rules, and fucking figure it out.
Which is a terrible way to teach behavior or whatever, or anything really.
Yeah.
Which
it's
is
a rationalization and a justification.
It's not either of those things. It's zero explanation. It doesn't rationalize or justify anything. It just is.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's an empty answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
LOL, let me up. It is an open panel. I don't know that I'm going to be here a ton longer, but I'll drop the link. Anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. I see them going several different places right now. So if you're watching on another stream, and you want to join, you can feel free to jump.
Bitches, send in some cash to the fucking coffee program. Why don't you, freeloaders?
Oh yeah, I guess if Lucy's asking to come on, it looks like it's on my channel. She might have to go onto your channel to actually see the link.
Yeah. You can drop the link to the StreamYard in your end if you want.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay. Yeah.
But let me I'll edit. Normally my name has the channel handle on it because flow state, as you can imagine, is a pretty fucking generic search term.
There's a lot of flow states on the line.
Yeah, I'm not. So the channel is actually at flow state like this. If you put that in behind youtube.com/, it'll bring you to me. But if you just search for flow state, you're probably going to find a bunch of meditation sounds and shit like that. When I started, it was 2 of us as well, and I took over. So he chose out the name.
I keep thinking about that asshole that's up here in my city, the cigar smoking dude that does the personality.
Oh, C.S. Joseph.
C.S. Joseph. Fuck, damn it, I gotta get a hold of that dude.
He's a total weirdo.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, dude. C.S. Joseph.
Yeah, he was my first ever lolcow.
Oh yeah, dude, he's old school.
Because he'd just say the most outrageous shit.
And he's one of the guys that I'm saying like just gets really generalized and hyper focused on the generalization rather than the actual kind of meaning and the resonation of how all that shit.
No, he's just a con artist. Like he makes he makes shit up and he makes it up too far, right? He claimed, like, I don't know if you've seen my little troll videos, but like one of them, he claims to have been able to personality type his son when he was still in the womb.
Yeah,
get out of here, bro.
Or anybody just by looking at it. Yeah,
it's delusional.
If you really believe that.
Yeah, no, it's straight up. I don't know if he actually believes it, but he's got enough followers that do.
Oof, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it has, and he has definitely used it to nefarious ends several times. Like he does relationship coaching and shit too, and he gives it, like, I don't know, he's just out here just fucking up people's lives, taking advantage of women who are down on their luck. Like I had one of his exes find me and contact me after she had to escape. She had to coordinate an escape from living with him with her parents. Borrowing, like she had to leave the house and use a payphone. It's crazy.
Stalker shit.
It's Jim Jones sort of shit. Oh yeah.
Obsessed much?
Let me find that.
Yeah, he put out a new one here a couple of weeks ago that I ran across a few days ago, looking up some whatever political North Idaho shit, and
I haven't made a video on him in a long time. Well, I covered some of his shit in a stream not terribly long ago, but I haven't made a.
Yeah, that last one he did, he was sitting right in downtown Coeur d'Alene, right in front of the frickin' bar that I hang out at. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. Here. This is. I'll pull this up. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Still, it's pretty short, but this is him where he talks about typing his son. He's such a weirdo.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son an INTJ? How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son an INTJ?
Bananas and money and cars and blowjobs and Led Zeppelin concerts.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son an INTJ?
1 bucket for urine, 1 for feces, and 1 for vomitus.
How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son an INTJ?
I know what happened. You guys dropped acid, didn't you?
Well, it's because I know what I'm doing.
Now I know you all are tripping.
I've never seen somebody that's wrong so much. I've seen
C.S. Joseph
contradict himself so many times and look in the camera and not blink.
Look, I'm getting a ton of questions and a ton of drama across the internet because you're sleazy,
antisocial, stupid, immoral,
an ignorant slut. And we don't trust you. People are like, oh, C.S. Joseph, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And for him to claim that he can type a newborn child is absolutely ludicrous.
Who's your housekeeper and what you keep in your house?
We were typing our son before he was even born.
Oh, wow. You got to be shitting me.
There's a host of different behaviors that unborn children have, as well as a host of different behaviors that newborns have.
Ooh, this one's real grabby.
Put them all together in one place and just take the time to pay attention and observe. I was able to identify patterns, look through all of my memories, and basically re-experience the time that I was in the nursery up to that point and be able to do comparative analysis using introverted thinking logic.
What the f are you talking about?
After a while, you see a pattern of behavior with all of the different babies, as well as how children are behaving in the womb. How did C.S. Joseph type his recently born newborn son an INTJ?
It's a 3-step process. 1, think about taking a shit. 2, relax your sphincter. 3,
I know what I'm doing.
You lying ass bitch.
Look if we got another shit to do. shit.
To tell the people out, I want to tell the people out there that thank you for supporting me, and if you don't, suck my dick.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Dude's got some pretty off the wall fucking body language.
Well, I mean, he was the video I chopped up of his was defensive, right? Because obviously he just claimed that he could type fetuses, personality type fetuses. You don't have a personality when you're a fetus. Your personality isn't developed until you're like until basically puberty. After that, it's fairly fixed.
And as much as any adult wants to tell you, no adult remembers being in fucking nursery. No adult remembers being maybe more than 2 days in fucking kindergarten at the most.
Well, I mean, the first 5 or so years of your life, you're in a, I don't remember the brainwave state. It's basically a hypnotic state. You're not filtering out information. You're just absorbing information.
And he's always proclaiming that he remembers everything from the day he was born, every experience. Fucking dude.
Come on.
Good fucking break.
Oh,
I don't
man.
even remember the 90s, bro, and I wasn't even on acid before then.
Yeah, before drugs again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, before drugs.
He's the son of a preacher, and you can sort of see it in his behavior. But he's a charlatan, which, of course, ultimately it is on the people that fall for his bullshit. It is ultimately their responsibility to filter out their own information because the world is full of people who are full of shit. But.
And when people are first getting into recovery and first getting into the personality typing and looking at themselves and trying to figure out if they're a narcissist or not and shit like that.
It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with recovery or narcissism. I mean,
No,
he
but-
is a narcissist.
Right. That's you're susceptible to that, to the rhetoric, and you're looking for what you're looking for. You're finding what you're looking for. He's offering that. He found a need and he's filling a need. Pause.
I think I'm actually going to bounce now. It's fucking late over here. What time zone are you guys all in?
Central.
I'm on the fucking West Coast, baby.
It is late. These are the hours that I do now.
I'll jump on.
This has been my primary source of income for about 9 months now. The last few months have been kind of shitty since I got demonetized. But still, I mean, like, this is still work for me. And I don't know. When you set your own hours, I find myself acclimating to my nocturnal nature, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I appreciate you coming up. It's been good. Appreciate you restreaming. I'll drop your link again.
Yeah, thank you. I got to put yours in mind too. But if I ever see you again, maybe I'll jump back on. I had a good time. I actually it was really nice meeting all you, and thank you, man. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool talking. A lot of laughs for sure. Thanks. All right. Later.
Well, Fatty, what do you think?
That point in time when you got demonetized, there was another thing going on that I've always thought was part of something that you weren't maybe that you overlooked.
What's that?
Douchebag that was trying to copyright claim.
Tommy? I've never received a copyright, even a claim on anything ever.
Well, I know. It always struck me weird that, like, the week before you got demonetized, he was all fucking bent out and threatening to turn you in for fucking taking his property or fucking whatever it was.
He's not allowed up here. He now joins Snafu in the ranks of banned people because, and I played it the last stream. He was on his panel with Snafu coordinating reporting me, right? So, yeah, but the way that my shit has been done is YouTube.
Yeah.
Snafu and Tommy, no matter how hard they try, they can't strike things that have never been listed publicly, and that's
Right.
where I got some strikes from.
Yeah. Even still, the bullying. There's just the weird term of bullying just seemed to be weird in that situation of you getting demonetized. That was one of the.
I think what it was, I think it's a political thing because I haven't had any strikes or warnings at all. But during the last election, I was filled to the brim.
Well, and it was when you were doing the 25 review.
I did this. I did the 3-part review on a Trump's Agenda 47, and then I got clapped up the like 2 days later. I don't think that time was
in those streams. There was no. I mean, there was political discourse between members on the panel, but there wasn't like.
I think it's all bullshit. So I wasn't even taking one side or the other necessarily. I was kind of shitting on all of them.
And really, the panel was pretty fucking mellow compared to like a lot of political panels.
Well, that was when the chick pissed on her own feet.
That's true, but that's not bullying.
That's true.
You know, I think the bullying came from this guy's trying to steal my fucking intellectual property. But that's just me. I don't know. It just seemed like that at the time.
Speaking of bullying, this was last night. You wanna watch a little bit of this?
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna wrap it up.
Nidish has been going off with the ninjas, bro.
So, do you know what's his name? What's he called? Ruthless Truth.
Ruthless, yeah. Who else was on there? Fucking
yeah.
Ray
So
Midnight was up there.
I got Ruthless to rage quit forever. At least that's what he said. Forever.
I missed that.
He paid $120 to kick me off and keep me off. He paid I don't know how much, like I think $50 to kick Vic off because Vic was taking up for me, and then I paid $10 to change his name, and he rage quit forever over the name that he was going to get instead of paying $5 to change it back.
Needs a change. Ruthless is royalty. He's a bishop. 1 second.
So you're gonna need $5 more.
Go here.
But
that nigga tight. Look at him. Yeah. That nigga can't even say. That nigga said $5.
Thank you for the money. See your favorite dog. Go to Scratch Cover.
Here we go. Flo say $5.
And Nick, let me know if you want me to disconnect your stream or if you want me to let it run.
Rufus name. Don't read that, Nidish. You better not.
read it, bro. Read it. He got super.
And the same for you too, Snowfire, if you're still watching.
Chat. He got
No, we don't. Post say $5. Change Ruthless name to. I'm not saying that right there because I'm a straight man. Yeah, that nigga. What's his name up there? He kind of with that homosexual shit on. Jay Will was like, say it. I want to hear it.
Hey, listen. He got to read super chats.
You want to hear the word?
He got to read super chats, bro.
You want to hear? No, you don't. Ruthless is royalty. Send another $5 and we'll change his name.
He paid good money to have the super chats, bro. And Nidish is the host of the show.
That's where. If Nidish takes another $5 from me to do this after I've invested in this channel more than any person in this whole YouTube space, I'm gonna have to. It's been that way the whole.
Nidish
came up here and tried to get me to stop getting people.
Nidish is a capitalist, man.
It's
been capitalism.
No. It's okay for $5. Look at that's $10.
I just started it in the middle, didn't I?
Ruthless is royalty. He's a bishop.
Man, what's going on here? Did I fuck up this edit? I totally fucked up this edit. Man, forgive my
you double up
I just did a chunk of it. I didn't do a weird middle chunk. All right, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it off of Nidish's channel, and we'll just watch it raw. Nice. I clipped it off because I was gonna upload it as his own video, and then
past couple weeks every night he's been going off over there.
Yeah, actually, it has.
Vic's been just dude.
Yeah. What Vic has been?
Dude.
No, Vic was fire last night after I got kicked off.
Going
Yeah,
off.
he was
It's just fucking out of control. What's with the whole chess theme going on? I just saw that. Is he doing it?
Here we go.
Feet away from each other. You got to wear a mask. We're gonna have a curfew. Them white folks went down on my fucking bread 2 days later.
That was my.
So I'm gonna jump to where we start going at it. But the backstory is like I've been up here for probably half an hour, 20 minutes, and Ruthless will not stop over talking everybody. Now, in hindsight, it makes sense because apparently he spends a lot of money here, and so he thinks he owns the place. But this dude would interrupt everybody constantly.
Just 1 second, sir. If men still the fuck up, the community would change. You wrong. The fucking you.
No.
Not telling me what her name she is.
I'm still running it though.
Talking Rufus. Let Vic talk. Let Flo talk. Let Jay Wills talk. Let Ray Midnight
He's like the bully on a poker table.
All right, Tara, let me fill you in. This is just an interaction I had last night after my stream. I jumped over this other stream, and it's got nothing to do with any particular topic. I just think it's an engaging interaction. It's just a little bit of drama, a little bit of content candy to end the night with. But it's there's not a lot of significance to it. It's just amusing. But yeah, it's just amusing drama.
Dudes yelling at dudes.
Let me show you how he just messed up. Let's retract the B word. He said when you asked him, "Can a bitch run your house?" He answered no, right? Well, let's retract the B word. When he
Thanks for
asked
coming
the
up, Snow.
question about can a woman run his house, he said everything is in his mother's name. That's a woman running your house, bro, and your affairs, bro.
Thank you.
That's a woman running your shit. You fucked up.
And so Ruthless, the dude with the lion thing, his position is that he's like in the red pill or MGTOW.
Yeah.
I don't know what he considers himself, but he's very much of one of those dudes of the mindset that like,
yeah,
it's very man versus woman. Like, oh, you can't
Misogynistic.
give these bitches no money, blah, blah, blah. Like pretty, what's the word I'm looking for?
Manosphere.
Misogynistic.
Misogynistic, yeah.
No, she's not.
My bad for saying the F word.
No.
But she is incorporated into your business enough to where she can make things move, bro.
You gonna tell me bitch right now?
Yeah.
I gotta drop Rufus because you won't let Vic talk. Go ahead, Vic.
But what he messed up at, he was basically saying, I ain't gonna take no woman. He didn't say that. But what happened was,
you've been talking over everybody. We gotta let other people talk.
You're a super child.
what happened was he said a woman can't run his house, right? But he said his mother is over all like a majority of his affairs, right?
Vic,
If that woman was to
already agreed to that, we heard.
That's what a real man does, though. A real man puts all the paperwork.
So a woman can't run your house.
Yes, the woman is part of his.
What did you say real man does?
He puts all of the paperwork, right? The corporate paperwork is in his mom's name, right? So when she gets all fucked up and he fucks up the business, she can take the fall for it.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mom, yes, we heard that. Yes.
She's not over my affairs, though. She has
If you put everything into if you put everything in her name, she is.
I'm still running it though.
If she lets you.
But yeah, he's basically saying it's in her name, but he's still running the day-to-day
Exactly. She ain't got no say so. She don't make no.
They will.
So if you're hold on real quick. I'm still restreaming to even though it's just you and me here. I'm still doing restreaming to all the destinations. Let's see. Wild Aussie woman says, "I don't just jumped on. I think that it's my first live of Nick's. So Nick is restreaming from my panel. This is Flow State, and this is the first time he's ever been up here. So I appreciate the restream, but don't. This is not his normal content. It's fairly lowbrow at this point.
One second. Hey, Wills, if his mom wants to be nice, he is.
Yeah, that's Flow saying you said if she allows it, but that's what he's trying. That's what basically what he's saying.
Assets. I got lawyers. Come on, let's go.
I'm
I'm way above the game.
I mean, mom probably like in her 70s. She probably don't want to run it. You know what I'm saying?
Probably tired of taking care of her son for however
My mom
many
is
years.
81 years old.
Damn.
Okay, so
Gotta beg
she's
his mom
chilling
for a weekly
and she's
allowance.
taken care of. In nice
She's
home.
like, when will my son grow the fuck up?
What the fuck you talking about, white boy?
Go up and put it in your own name.
What do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about you need to grow the fuck up and learn how to talk.
Maybe she's saying. Maybe she's wait, Ruthless. Maybe she's saying. Maybe she's. Oh man, I don't want to mute you, but you fucking won't let me speak.
I'm telling this white boy. You talking about I need to grow up.
White boy, this white boy.
Can't be doing that.
Look, if Money Pie's privilege around here,
Let
if
me
you
help
think that Money
Ruthless.
Pie
Let me
should
drop
get
everybody.
exclusive right to talk,
Listen,
I'm going to return that back on. I'm going to turn that back on him, and every time Ruthless talks, I'm going to start talking in the middle of him unless he cash apps me. Go ahead, Ruthless, say some shit. Say some shit.
Yeah. Well, I'll support Tonightish, and that's
Yeah.
I support.
What's up, Ruthless?
But the thing about
I want you to grow up.
Don't run shit.
Stop whining about being a victim.
I'm not a victim.
When will these women let us lead?
I'm a great. That's why I can't.
We won't follow us anymore.
Okay.
Wah.
Yeah, we're gonna cash out.
Baby. Change your profile picture to a little kitten, you pussy.
Woo! No. Y'all know this shit, nigga. For real? See, this is why black people can't win, because we get on the white boy side and say, "Oh,
I'm not on no side. I just want
nobody's side. He called you a kitten.
Yeah,
he said you a kitten, bro. Damn. You hate me. You hate me for laughing. It's crazy.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch. You gonna laugh at that?
It's laughable. They should laugh at that. They should laugh at that because I've been hearing you whine and cry about women being mean since I got here. They should laugh.
That's my motherfucking prerogative, nigga. I don't live for you. The fuck you worried about what I do? Over there.
Cash at me. Cash at me. You want my cash app?
And I got a cash app. Send me some money.
No, if you want me to stop interrupting you, you know what I'm putting it in the back.
Stop interrupting me.
I'll put it in the back. Put it in the back.
Powder Dusty is kind of a fucking ruthless fucking name, bro. I like it. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Man, I've been talking and talking and talking like a dumbass. So what is my channel about? I don't know either. I normally have live panels. Normally they're open, not always open, but frequently they are. And it's everything. Like tonight's a pretty regular cross section of it. It's the first time Nick's come up, but we hit all sorts of topics. There's a little bit of drama trash. There's a little bit of, interesting topics like the near-death experience stuff. And there's just all over the place. But
man,
I don't know.
I'd say like overall, the most diverse amount of different topics could come up on any night than on any other panel, with a very eclectic group of people that, at least at the end of the day, even though we don't agree on things, can agree to disagree and still remain fucking mutual, fucking awesome friends and people.
I mean, you and I can.
No, well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you and I can. I can't do that with it. There's lots of people who hate me. There's probably at
yeah,
least
sure.
at least 10 of the people watching right now are probably hate watching.
But they don't come up on panel and put opinions up and, you know, put their life stories
Right.
on the line and try to critique each other in a way of not telling each other that we're pieces of fucking shit because we disagree with some certain little tiny aspect of our life.
Right.
I mean,
So
we
anyway,
put
that's a
it-
long way of saying it's a variety show, and it frequently have open panels. Normally stream at night.
You never know what you're gonna fucking get at the Flow State program.
You never know.
Hey,
Don't worry,
can I
Flo, I
get
got
naked?
you,
There you go. It's back there. Did you say something?
Can I get naked?
No.
Okay.
Only Lindsay can. Here, you can cash at me, and I'll shut up.
I'm cash app you right now.
That's my white boy. My white boy said, "F you pay me." God
Yeah, Ravel.
Yeah. Hurry up. Less talking, more cash
South
apping.
That's how South niggas is, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how South niggas is. They love the white people.
Now what? How are they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how it is, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Flow State. Keep running like you run it.
Yeah, kiss his dick,
My
nigga.
white boy, he in good.
Kiss his dick,
He in
nigga.
good hands like
Yeah.
State Farm when he around
Kiss his
me.
dick, nigga. Kiss it.
Will you
band-
quit
a
trying to
band
flirt
of
with Nick
brothers.
and just send me the cash app? The Powdered Dusty is my other channel. I'm dropping it in my chat right now, actually. This channel gets fucked with a lot with monetization with YouTube. And so I started the Powdered Dusty as my other channel to see which, like 2 days, like less than a week ago, to see which one I can get monetized quicker. So I'm kind of sprinting to monetization on the Powdered Dusty, and it's of course at the Powdered Dusty. I have the handle there too.
Where'd that name come from? You said some gal.
Sin 7 Sin.
Nice.
Sin 7 Sin called it because I was on. It's actually Nidus's panel, and something came up about like me being white, or I said that I was white in response to something I don't remember what, but she was in the chat and she goes, "Not really." And then she called me a powdered dusty and a powdered bandit, but I thought powdered dusty had a better ring than powdered bandit. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It's pretty dang good.
Kiss his dick, man.
Don't threaten me with a good time, big boy.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's wild.
Kiss his dick, man.
Did you kiss any dicks in prison?
Come on now. How you offering another man's sauces up to another man? Come on, man.
Because you can't go over there sucking it.
He was in prison too long.
Lord Jesus. Help him, Lord.
Again,
Sprinkle the holy water and burn
support
his
the
Satan
channel
down.
by hitting the like button.
Suck
Hit the like. I don't want to yell over nobody. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. You can support the channel by Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat. Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1 or PayPal.
All of the things that he said, except for just you can do them to me as well. I'll have Nightbot drop the links.
Because the likes are free. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I need 17 people to hit 1,500. 17 people tonight. Hit the damn subscription button. Let's hear Ruthless not let nobody else talk tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to let Ruthless talk either.
You got buy
Ruthless,
flow.
Where's
Flow.
this Cash App? Where's this Cash
Buy
App?
flow. Buy flow. You know Knight is a capitalist, right?
I know.
But goodbye. See you that you gonna spend some money.
Way to
Now,
pay.
you open up the bank book. Now you want to
Yeah.
make some money, Knight. Knight, get this nigga out of here. What's taking you so damn long? Nigga, you reading slow?
Address me as a honky.
The super chat. Where is it?
Did you see the super chat?
Get on the cash out, nigga.
Where?
I was a motherfucker. This nigga, that beanie, that tight ass.
There's no cash app, sir.
Let me see it.
There's no cash
You're
app.
still a pussy.
Yeah.
You're still a bitch.
Yeah.
Here's
You're
your
lying,
profile
nigga. It's
picture.
there.
I'll be laughing at you from the chat.
I'll look at the super chats because I don't see no cash app. Let me look.
Oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm still here. Man, send that money over. Stop being such a broke bitch. What, you don't have anything to say now?
I'll beat your ass, Flo.
No, you won't.
Damn.
You're an e-thug.
Why you want to fight the man?
I'll beat your ass, Flo.
You're an e-thug.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh,
tough.
why
You're not
not, Flo?
scary. I'm not worried about you at all.
Yes, you would be in real life. Yeah, you'd be out there.
Come on in. How is the fact I said synchronicity a synchronism? I would beat your ass. I would.
What up,
Like a
Omni?
fucking
How you
greyhound.
doing this evening, brother Omni?
Now just get this nigga out of here, please.
Please,
One second,
please
sir.
save me from the
It's,
night.
it's morning, Nightish. It's
One
morning.
second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's 3 a.m.
help me.
It's 3 a.m. where I'm at. It's 6 a.m. somewhere else. Rapid
me,
one,
Nightish.
2
Help
euros. Nightish, where's my big wrench?
This white boy is hurting me.
Yo, who is JP's lawyer?
Thank you for the money. Yeah, she's fatty the dough. Coulda scratch, coulda. T.O. $5. So men lack leadership today. Okay, got it. So do women rather be with the men of the 1950s or the men of today? The women today rather be with by themselves with their roles. Let me see.
Yeah, they don't want to be with either version. Like,
Yes.
Comes up with these questions.
women are gay.
My name is my name, $4.99. Y'all the online equivalent of the old niggas arguing over the newspaper, drinking coffee in the McDonald's at 5 a.m. Now I finally got a buzz from the Cash App. Let me see what this
And
is.
if Ruthless's money finally got there, I'll wait around for a little bit in case somebody wants to buy me back. You're still a pussy.
That's great.
That wasn't
I
McDonald's.
don't know what y'all got going on. but
I would beat your ass if I was there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this down real quick.
Hey,
Y'all-
Ruthless, are you JP's lawyer?
Oh wow.
Can you post-dates, bitch?
I don't think this was street society. I'm just saying.
I don't think any defense attorney would touch that case.
Yeah.
No,
One second. The Powder Dusty will be back at 3:52.
Okay, so let me break this 1950 argument down. Women really don't want men that are like their grandfather, because what comes with that is, okay, let's cut out all communication. You can't send me any random memes or anything that you saw funny online. You're gonna have to wait a full 16 hours until I get home to start talking to me. You're not going to be aware of until my funeral that I had a whole nother family on the other side of town. Like, women really don't want men of former of yesteryear. They just say stuff that they think sounds nice.
Yeah, we know that. Let's see.
Good point.
Was that it? Because Ruthless finally being quiet.
You know, Ward Cleaver would be
Oh,
making
Flo stayed asking how
$118
much to get
an hour
back
right
home.
Say that again.
Leave It to Beaver's dad, Ward
Mhm.
Cleaver.
What about him?
Adjusted inflation, he'd be making $118 an hour.
Yeah, inflation is the dick that fucks all of us, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, or corporate greed, because
It's not corporate greed. That's how that look. Inflation is a government caused problem, and the corporate greed trope is how the government defers blame onto private businesses.
well,
Inflation.
they go hand in hand though.
No, they don't. No.
There can't be
I mean,
one without the other.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me explain that. companies respond to inflation just like anybody else does, right? We need more money because it costs us more money. They are in the same boat. Inflation is only caused by one thing, that is the government printing of money. More money being printed in the supply, it devalues each individual dollar, right? This is an entirely government caused problem, and the government is trying to put blame on companies by drumming up the corporate greed narrative. Corporate greed has nothing to do with inflation at all. The corporations are a victim of inflation just like the individuals are.
But the corporate greed argument is that the lack of union representation has caused executives to make 3,750 more times the amount of money than the person on the floor doing the work.
So this has nothing to do with inflation, and the trickle down effect to how that affects the economy overall from a few overpaid CEOs is minuscule. It's negligible. It's nothing. It doesn't matter.
Right, because the inflation caused the bubble of the money, but the people just haven't, earned anymore, but the executives have. So it is the inflation
it's just yeah. Not everybody is equally useful.
No, definitely, but when late 50s through mid 60s, we were at like 35 to 40% union representation, and now we're down to like 14%.
All the union is just more bureaucratic structure in between. I don't like. There's something to say for people leveraging power together, but I was in construction for years. I never joined a union. It doesn't end up being a benefit in the long run.
Look, I'm in a right to work state, dude, and I work next to a union state, so it's fucked up. Like I know what you mean, but there is a discrepancy there where the
corporate greed is not a thing. That's an issue. Corporations are
executive greed.
No, it's not even that. No, it's not. It's the issue is thinking that anybody should act in anything else other than self-interest. Every person should maximize their income for themselves. Absolutely. And a corporation, all that is a tool, and it has one job. That is to provide profits. You don't need corporations aren't your mom. They're not your dad. They're not God. They're not supposed to do anything but that one thing. And you don't want them doing other shit. I don't want them doing other shit. I don't want them getting involved in, say, schools and what to teach kids, or politics, or church, or, like anything else.
Yeah.
So I very much dislike the corporate greed trope.
I mean, it is what has put all the billions of money into Citizens United, and corporations being able to dump unlimited amounts of money into politics.
Okay. Let me thank Tara for the Cash App first. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate the support, and you get some bombs dropped. This is you don't know the lore behind this, but when people donate to me, I normally, not every time because sometimes it can get repetitive, but I drop bombs. Here, these are your bombs, Tara.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. You're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Thank you again, and congratulations on your first bombing.
De-virginized on the Flow State program.
I'm inclined to just keep playing this because I feel like you and I could just spin this circle for hours.
Yeah, I know. It's always nice to see Ray Midnight be the gentleman of the guys and just remain silent.
Yes, he's asleep.
He said that in the chat.
Yes, in the chat.
Let me help him out. Let me look in the chat. It's a bunch of shit going on all at one time. Add more to Flow State. Okay. So let's see. It's $50, Flo.
60.
No, he paid. It's $50, Flo. I know what I'm saying.
So Ruthless bought you off the
I
panel.
got 10 more? Okay. Hold up 1 minute.
So yeah, Ruthless paid $60 to drop me off the panel. Ruthless paid $60 to drop me off the panel, and he's about to drop another. You can't see the. Well, I guess I could pop up the chat, but he's about to put down 20 more in a cash and not a cash app, super chat. He ends up doing another 50. He ends up spending $120 to like keep me down.
It's Sin's birthday. Happy birthday, Sin.
Happy
Her
birthday.
birthday was yesterday. It's not today.
Oh, shit. No, that's that third shift.
Okay, so TO $2. So how is it men's fault and lack of leadership then? No, I'm not saying that it's men's fault. I'm saying it's the whole community's fault, men and women's fault. My thing though, when I'm talking about the men is, unless the men are saying this, because I don't want to gaslight and I don't want to weaponize this. Are you the leader? If you are the leader, you prepare for the future.
Bye, Flo.
Let me see now.
Damn, bro. It's crazy.
Let's hit this. Thank you for the money. Yeah, she's Fatty the dough. Coulda scratched, coulda paper.
No, I'm gonna pay DJ Witch Doctor like $50 to make fucking Nightish something for that to replace that. That's horrible.
Yeah, that song gets pretty old. Lucy Rose, I started this comment to come back to.
$20. Add more time to flow. 1.27 seconds. What the fuck are we supposed to do? TO $2. What the fuck are we supposed to do if there's run to what? Oh, okay. What the fuck are we supposed to do if there's none to be led? There are some that's willing to go. That's not
put names with it.
And the thing is, what? Put a number on it. I say 30% are willing to go.
Put names with it.
Put a number on it. I say there's 30% that's willing to go.
I said put a name on it. Give us names.
On the women that's willing to go?
Yeah, willing to be led.
I don't know them women name. I know it's 30% that's willing to go. Listen, a woman drove an hour to come to a fat man with fucked up teeth and a bald head. What are you saying?
She was just checking you out. That doesn't mean he was going.
So here's my plan. There's a little bit more in this. I'm probably, but there's still 73. Now we're down to 73 of you watching. I'm considering, so like I mentioned earlier, the new channel that I'm starting, because this one keeps getting demonetized, Powder Dusty. If there's still about this number hanging around, I might have you all consolidated over here, as many of you as I can get over here off of the other channels, and then I will raid myself and send you all over to the new channel. And actually, why I started that comment from earlier is because you mentioned schools, and the thing that I started this stream with is a current school thing that it also involves a petition. Anyways, it's in the same vein. So if there's still people around here, and if y'all are wanting to do something, start filtering over here. We'll watch a little bit more of this, and then I'll raid my other channel, and we can kick it for a minute. I don't know. Like, I don't have anything to do. If y'all want me to open the panel back up, I can. I might need to get myself a bowl of cereal, but it just depends on how much interest there is in all these things, you know?
Gonna finish.
There's always
it does mean that.
Is she there now?
Did I do anything to make it still be here now?
I don't know. You got
I did not. I'm finicky.
Okay, keep reading your shit. You got another cash out.
I'm finicky.
You gotta cut that.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. Scratch, scrill of paper. Yeah.
I'm finicky.
T.O. $2. Lead, yes, lead. If you are established and you know what it is that you want to do,
What
and
up,
you
Iron
will be
Fist?
consistent in that thing. You won't take anything less than. Yes, lead. Yes. If you're a neat freak, you can't be with nobody dirty. If you hate cats, you can't mess with somebody that mess with cats. If you want to live below your means, we're not going out to dinner all the time. We're not going on vacation all the time. It's going to be a homebody. We can do it sometime. You're going to lead. Yes, lead.
Yeah, I'm a leader because I ain't never liked pussies. Or a cat I can't stand.
Damn, I love.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. The scratch squill of paper. Yeah.
Dude, I cannot believe how much money he spent to keep me off
Ruthless
panel.
Truth, $50 buy, Flo. So now it's $100, Flo.
Bring it back, nigga.
Boy, that's my white boy. Top flight.
So this is what gets Vic kicked out. Paid off.
Hey, boy, that's my white boy. Top flight.
Yeah, bring it back, nigga. Give him that truck money, bring him back, nigga.
Bro, I'm down there talking mad shit.
Shoot.
With that.
Glad to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're talking.
I was just thinking you're blowing up
Shoot,
the back.
quit talking and bring it for money. Bring it back.
Nah, I don't stand like that. I don't live above my means.
Well, then, what you talking? What you over there kissing him on the neck for? They ain't gonna send no money.
The way my pocketbook is set up is not set up like that, right?
So quit. Well, tell him send you some money then for rooting for him. That's your white boy.
You gonna send me? That's my white boy.
Your white boy.
Friends to the end.
No Diddy.
Just like Chucky.
No Diddy.
Friends to the end.
Pause, nigga. That's your white boy. You sure?
Yeah, that's my white boy now.
What
He's a
color
high
you
earning,
What color
fine
you
young specimen, man.
What color?
Yeah.
Oh, Vic, hey, Vic got a crush. Nigga, just go ahead and blow him a kiss, nigga.
Hey, it clearly it showed it. Hey, no hating, bro, but he did the job. Hey, it is what it is, man.
This is why black people are laughing stock.
I am American.
He keeps trying to make it a race thing. It's wild.
This
the most
black
embarrassing part of my life. We for mother. Don't black
if
people
you had a voter, if you had one of them foreign
80%
countries,
80% of black men
and
voted
then
for
your
Kamala.
sons and your daughters would have had to be nurses to nurse your sons back to health, bro. Because did you see what happened after she lost, bro? Come on, man. Y'all ain't even looking at it. See, the black people, bro.
Can we post the numbers up?
See, y'all black people, instead of being Americans and having a thought process of your own, you following the black mindset. And don't you know, in the dictionary, everything that's considered black is cursed or some fucked up or foul shit, and you want to call yourself black, my good sir?
Tara, Wichita is grimy. I mean, really, all of Kansas is grimy, especially once you get outside the Kansas City area. And actually, the school thing I mentioned earlier that go over on the next channel, it's in Pratt County, which is like an hour west of Wichita, if you're familiar with that area at all.
You crazy as hell. I'm brown-skinned, bro. And I'm a brown-skinned American. My white boy. No, that's my white boy. You got doggone right. And guess what? Evidently, my white boy is working the system real good because you divvied up and dig down deep in your pockets to where you can grab the bottom of the lint, then to when you ain't had nothing and you pulled out and you cashed out. So whatever the white boy is doing, it works.
They do it for me.
Learn how to work it like the white boy.
Vic, I'm a main
That's
man.
what you black folks need to learn, bro.
Vic, I'm gonna have to pay. Don't make me spend money to get you up out of here, Vic. Don't make me break you back up that little truck money.
Well, shit, don't
Come
threaten
on,
me
man.
with
Don't
a
do
good
this.
time, big boy.
I ask you nicely because I don't want. I like you, Vic, but I will break open the bank to
I
knock
like
you out
you
of here.
too, shit.
But
I
you're
like you
talking
too,
foolish right
man.
now. You really talking. This is not necessary to pump these niggas up, right? I don't need no white man, no black man.